orientation there. What? There's a lot. I don't. Let's do it this way. Tube on this phone.
But it won't let you switch your orientation of your camera?
Yeah, it's like orientation is locked. Rotate device back. So it doesn't like to do. I don't know why YouTube don't like to do that. Maybe if you push it back. Probably gotta push it back, huh?
You don't want it back too far though.
No. Not too far.
Let me see. If I move up a little bit.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. That works. I'll just wait. And let me get the YouTube thing.
Oh, the TikTok. Because this is YouTube, right?
Yeah, that's
Alright.
all right. Well, we could definitely start right now and everything. So I'm doing a TikTok. So we'll also be on TikTok. So
I'll
yeah.
crack this and pour the
Yeah,
first,
pour the first shot.
pour the first problem.
Yeah. What up, everybody? Welcome to Warrior Podcast. Ignore us when we was first trying to set up, but we're up now and everything. So we on the. There we go. For the first shot.
Rocking with the AU today.
The
Black grape.
Black grape AU.
You know what I'm saying?
So welcome in, everybody. I'm gonna have you just give a little introduction to yourself real quick. I'm here with Billy Dollaz, but he's just gonna give a little introduction of himself real quick before we get into the interview process.
Right. Yeah, so you know, it's your Brick City homeboy, Billy Dollaz. I ain't really got a whole lot to say as far as the intro. Like, y'all gonna get the real raw facts right now, right here on the Warrior Podcast with my boy Jeremy Fitzgibbon, aka the Saltine. So, you know, we're gonna get busy with it, man.
Alright, so this so I know growing up in Brick City before the music career.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Get your other thing
Get my
together.
other stuff. You want me to
Yeah.
get my other stuff going?
Yeah, get your other stuff together. We chilling, bro.
Yeah, we're chilling. Taking shots.
Yeah.
Welcome in, whoever just came in.
Shots.
We're taking shots before the interview. That's what we're doing.
Pause.
And this time you see we're in person. I know most of the times if the person ain't local, we gotta do it through an interview link. But this time we're in person, live.
Yeah,
so
came into the city to the A, you know what I'm saying?
So we're here in Atlanta right now.
Yeah.
And ignore the loud background while I get the TikTok going.
Right. Hold on, while you doing that, I'm gonna go grab a Red Bull.
Hey, anybody in the chat, just say hello right now. Say what up. You could comment, whatever. So, I'm also going to be on TikTok.
Leave him alone. Hello. Oh no, it's all right. Tasha came by to drop off a little something for your birthday, so that's all. I just was trying to get you to say hello to her, but I told her to tell her.
Put this here.
Tasha came by. All right. I love you. I'm on my podcast now. I gotta go. All right.
All right, that one's on the floor, so people can see whatever. But if y'all want, just go to my link in bio. You can find this on YouTube. This is just here, just in case people want to tune in. But you can follow Billy Dollaz. But we on YouTube. My link's in the bio, so to watch the whole podcast, definitely come to the YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
So do that.
Yes, sir. All right.
All right, we're
Before
gonna
you
take
get
a
this
shot.
started. Yeah.
And the drink is purple.
Yeah.
We got the purple drink.
Warrior Podcast. Y'all know y'all don't see me do this much.
That's different.
Ooh.
Smooth. You don't drink like that?
I don't drink.
Yeah, he don't. All right. So I'm gonna stop before the music stuff. So I know you from Brick City. So growing up young in Brick City, how was it like? What was the environment like, and everything?
I would say this. First of all, I'm older, so I have the privilege of being, a child in the 80s. If you know anything about the 80s, you know, it was pretty sweet. Like, Newark in the 80s wasn't the horrible place that it has become over the years. So, I think pretty much I felt like, growing up in the bricks really for me was all about, getting with my friends, riding bikes, you know what I'm saying? Just everyday like kid shit, traveling all over the neighborhood and learning different things and just exploring.
A lot of kid stuff and everything.
Yeah, being a young man,
All right. And what influenced you when you guys started getting older to start going with the music, getting into music, that type of things? Because I know a lot of artists eventually came out of Jersey in the 90s, Queen Latifah, Naughty by Nature, Rod Digger, a lot of...
Well, I mean, honestly, it was a tragic event that actually got me started rapping, believe it or not. I was already like writing stories and shit. Like I was good in English class. I used to write dope stories or whatever. So I think it was a situation where we was on a trip to Puerto Rico when I was about 17. And shit was lit, you know what I'm saying? We was having fun, and then out of nowhere, my best friend who was on the trip with me, he passed away, due to the drowning because he was saving somebody else. So, that situation kind of molded my brain and, made me want to pay tribute to, my fallen soldier. And the only way I could really do that was through writing because he was an artist. He could draw comic books, all types of craziness. Like, he was dope as hell with it. And, I didn't know how to draw, so, my thing was I'm going to write. So I started writing my pain, writing my feelings. And eventually it just turned into rap.
All right. And when did you first start getting into the music? At what age was it? I know you said your friend passed away and everything. At what age did you first start getting into the music?
Actually, I might have recorded my first song when I was like probably 18 or something like that. Yeah, I think it was like 18. I recorded the song because what happened was I had a cousin. I have a cousin, I should say. I shouldn't say I had a cousin because he's still alive. His name's Professor X. He's part of the High Rollers Wheelchair Club. But he rapped, you know what I'm saying? And he made some, dope music. Like he was, part of the boom bap era. And so I was listening, you know what I'm saying? My mom told me about what he was doing, despite being handicapped and everything. And I was like, yo, you know what I mean? I need to go visit him one day. So I went over there, I visited him, you know what I'm saying? He showed me the studio and I was intrigued. Like I saw all this equipment, big shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking like, damn, you doing this, bro? So it made me want to record a song. So I had a little crew I was rolling with, you know what I'm saying, we called ourselves the Original Cellar Clique, OCC. And
how many people were in that group?
It was me, it was about like 3, 4 of us. Really it was like 3, but it was 4 of us because my boy G, even though he was like really a part of another crew, he wanted to, rock with us because we was all like the guys that hung together type shit. So, I was like, yo, we should just go to my cousin's studio and do a song. So, we got together, we went and did some music up there. And so we came back and I got kicked out of my own group that I started.
How the heck did that happen?
Right, they said that, just musically I didn't fit what they was trying to do. I was like, but I started this.
Yeah, you're the one who
Kicking
started.
me out.
You started the name
Right,
and everything.
right. So I made the name, you know, I had the idea, it was my cousin's studio, like I took niggas in, like, what happened? But, you know, they kicked me out the group. So then my boy Ahmad, who I hung with outside of them, he heard what I was doing. He heard the music I was making, and he was like, yo, yeah, go ahead. He was like, yo, you nicer than them niggas. That's why they kicked you out.
Sometimes that does happen.
Right. He was like, yo, you nicer than them. You sound more like what niggas is actually spitting rather than what they're doing. They was on like a intellectual backpack rap type thing, like, you know, and I was more of a street guy, like, so I was rapping about street stuff. And yeah, so I got kicked out the group, and then my boy told me that I was nicer than them, so I kept writing rhymes, you know. It wasn't like a real major thing.
So it wasn't. What age was that at? You said 18, right? You said 18.
I started at 18, and then between like 18 and 19, like I was still like just freestyling or spitting writtens and ciphers and things like that. Like, you know, just running across
Battle
niggas
rap?
in the hood.
Right.
Battle rapping, yeah. That's what we did. We rode around in different hoods, and I would jump out if I seen a cipher, and I just start going crazy. Like, you know what I mean? That was like what we did.
You started around the same time Naughty and them started, or was it a little after them? I think.
No, they was already a
Naughty,
household
Queen,
name.
Rock,
Yeah, they was
all that.
already a household name. Like, I wouldn't say so much the outsiders yet, because I have a part of my story that actually coincides with them right at their transformation period from guys in the hood to being who they became. You know what I mean? Something happened over there.
They didn't matter. I'm smoking. They'll be all right.
Oh.
They said 18 and over, so it's cool. We are only
Okay,
18
well,
and over in here. That's cool. You know
I
that.
still ain't gonna light mine up, but you know.
You know how TikTok is.
Right.
On that side of things.
Right.
But hey, at least it's 18 and over. At least they want to know.
Right. We YouTubing and we TikToking, so you know, bear with us.
We're doing both. We're doing both.
Right.
And when you who was it that first noticed you? I know you was Warlock Records or Empire Records the first you signed to? Who was the
honestly,
first that noticed you?
See, it go back a bit further than that, because when you say noticed, that kind of leave like a lot on the table.
Yeah.
You know, if I jump straight to who signed me first,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So what I would say is who noticed me first was my best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, like he the one that was like, yo, you got something. And at that one point, I was like nervous. I didn't want to battle nobody. He brought me into, like, he saw the nigga that was like labeled the dopest in the hood, this nigga named Zeus. And he saw him one day, and he was like, yo, D, get that nigga. And no, Zeus wasn't even first. Actually, it was Drift. It was Drift. Shout out to Drift. AKA Kojo. You know what I'm saying? He be doing the sipping paints and all that. Like, shout out to him. He was the first dude I ever battled. He made me battle Drift, and I won. And after that, you couldn't tell me shit, really. Like, I thought I was hot shit for a little second. And then it was this one guy that was from the other hood. His name was Zeus. He was part of the LC. Shout out to the LCs. He was like they king. So we ran into this dude in the park one day, and my boy was just like, and he was somebody that you wasn't supposed to battle him.
Yeah.
But my boy felt like he already heard his best. Like he wasn't gonna be able to come no harder than this one verse that we all knew. So one day we in the park, he sees Zeus, he instigates the battle. So now we going. And I definitely would say that I got noticed that day by my hood because I chewed Zeus, because I started spitting his own verse word for word with him, which it fucked him up because I knew this shit by heart.
So he used the same verse every time.
I know, yeah, he used it a lot. So it was like, you know, I still remember it to this day because that was like a pivotal moment in my like battle rapping shit, you know. This would make me start riding around, jumping out on different battles in New York, Jersey, wherever I was. Like, but yeah, so I got noticed by my hood that day after I battled Zeus, and you know, some funny stuff happened after that too. But, you know, It's crazy.
No, a lot of funny stuff happens in the rap game.
Right, no, because like
any music,
it
any
got
industry,
violent after that, because not in that instance, but like later on it became violent because we started going around making a name for ourselves because my boy, he was decided, I'm gonna rap with you, D, since ain't nobody else out here with you. So we had to come up with a group name, and that's where Tango and Cash was born.
And that's where the Tango
Right.
Cash, and was Tango and
the
Cash.
original Tango and Cash from New Jersey, not them other niggas. Like, be clear.
Yeah, so Tango and Cash came along, and before you were signed, what did you just start recording?
At your elbow on TikTok.
Yeah, they'll be all right. They can see my elbow, they like my elbow. But before it came along, before you got the record, did you make an album before the record? Or how did Tango and Cash, what did y'all do? I know after battle rap and you started recording music and everything. What happened then?
So after the battle rapping, me and Tango decided we was gonna become a group. So there was one problem that we had to solve at first.
Mm-hmm.
Tango didn't rap.
He didn't rap?
No,
that is different.
So we had to start from scratch, literally. Like, Tango did not rap. You know what I'm saying? So we had to work on him and get him a flow and get him in the game. You know what I'm saying? And that's my dog. So I sat in the room. I had my own spot when I was like 18, 19 and shit. And like it was on 3rd floor. It was in my family house, but I had my own spot. You know what I'm saying? So we sat up there and we put ourselves in a situation where we was like in a writing camp. Mm-hmm. And we stayed in that writing camp for 2 years. And during that time, he done went to Job Corps. And while he was on his way one day on a train, he met this kid named Robert. Mm-hmm. Turns out this kid, Rob Dorsey, became Rob LB 9000 Dorsey, who was a Grammy-winning, multi-platinum, plaque-having producer. Mm-hmm. But, I met him when he was just an intern working at Quad Studio.
Okay.
So my boy in Job Corps, so I would go break him out religiously, like every so often. Like, he'd come hop the gate, then we'd go and run to town for the weekend, and I'll drop him back off type shit. Mm-hmm. But one weekend he couldn't come out. The weekend we were supposed to go to the studio, they had them on lockdown, so I had to go to the studio by myself. Mm-hmm. So I went, and I'm in Quad. Like, Tupac got shot here, Quad, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? And hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second.
One moment.
What? Yeah, that and yeah. And check Apollo for me. Okay, check Apollo for me.
We still here.
Right, we still here, baby. I ain't did nothing. Cause we on location. We at one of my we at my spot though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I can't read that far. I can't read what the person commented.
I can't even see that, bro. Like
someone said, they said 148 subs, you got to start somewhere. I'll sub and come back next year, same day, for a channel that got 100K plus. They said keep pushing.
All right.
Thank you for the sub, whoever
did
that.
Thank you for the sub, shout out.
Yeah, we got to start at somewhere.
Right.
You can't start at the top if we're starting at the top.
Right.
Yeah.
But nah,
that's what the other person I interviewed said too. There's like, give it a year. As long as you keep doing what you're doing, you'll get the subs coming in and everything.
Right. Well, we getting to the meat of things because we taking shots, so it's like we taking shots. It's good money right now. Like, I got a lot to tell.
Yeah, and I know he was talking about the whole thing on lockdown and
so they had them on lockdown, so I had to go to Quad by myself. You feel me? So now
Quad in New York.
Quad in New York,
the one with Biggie and them.
Right. The whole So now, mind you, at this time we wasn't really hitting like that yet. So I went in there and I recorded my first song in Quad. Mm-hmm. And, I thought I was hot shit because I went up there and I recorded. But then
because it's Quad.
The magic, right. But the magic really happened when one night, mind you, we sneaking in. The owner don't know we coming there to record. These are not on the book sessions. You feel me? This us. And this, at the time, it's reel to reel. So we're literally taking up space on somebody else's reel somewhere. Like a big ass 2-inch reel. Like, it's crazy. But, so I go up there, I record my first song. Then later on, we come back as a group, And this was the most magical night in the world because that's when we recorded the most like detrimental song called No Swilling.
And this ain't syrup, because a lot of people think because the color is
Nah, this
it's
is
black grape
purple
vodka.
drink.
Yeah.
Purple drink, nigga. Yes, sir. But
Feel like we're on drink champs.
right.
Shout out Noriega.
Right, go check out the joint Still Thuggin' featuring Billy featuring Nori, N-O-R-E.
He's on
Noriega.
He gets on your joint.
Yeah, he's on the Apex Predator album. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll get into that later.
Yeah, but so yeah, we recorded the No Squilling song one night, and we got to use the penthouse suite of Quad, which at the time it had this one big vocal booth. Then it had two separate glass booths where me and Dude could look at each other, and we recorded our vocals at the same time.
Was it you
like
Tango?
Yeah, me and Tango, and we did our verses at the same time. Like we rehearsed it, like we rehearsed in the room, and that shit came out so crack to the point that Red and Meth got their ears around that shit. Mm-hmm. But
we'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about that later too. But yeah, so we recorded them couple of songs that night. Like I think we did like 3 joints. Like we did No Squilling, we did Tell Me What You Looking For.
And this was the early 90s or mid 90s when
this
everything was popping off. Because I know hip hop
because niggas already like Biggie was Biggie. Pac had already got clipped, Pac had already went through his situation, and then so we like right at the time
all the drama was going on.
Yeah, because at that same time, like that's when we met our manager of the time. Her name was Kimberly Holland. She was the executive assistant for Puff at Bad Boy. She was managing artists, so she took a liking to us, and yeah, she she got us into a couple of events. Like shit was kind of cool for a minute, but I'll tell you another story about that too. That's a wild situation. Mm-hmm. But we had we went and recorded a bunch of music up in Quad, and we had walked away with like a cassette tape because at the time
it was cassettes. Yeah, even mixtapes were cassettes.
Right. DJ so we walked away with a cassette of the performances. They weren't very good, but we felt like we were on cloud 9 because we could, after 2 years of sitting in the studio, we came out, ended up recording in Quad. We made 3 dope ass songs, and then we started rocking with this other producer named Rashad Muhammad at the same time. Shout out to Rashad. My boy Fierce put us on to him from Crazy Cat with D-Dot and them. Mm-hmm. So we went to I don't know what we was really doing at that point. At that time, we was kind of riding on the high of our music, like just the fact that we created something and it was like dope. Mm-hmm. And I was on my block hustling. Was good, whoever that is.
Bay Holler.
All right,
from Boston.
All right. So I started. We was just riding around the hood, banging our music, letting whoever we could get to listen to it. Mm-hmm. And one day I was on the block because I hustled too. Like I was just, I did my little thing outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think everybody did.
Right. We'll talk about that though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I had met this guy named Denton. Mm-hmm. So Denton, at the time, the house he was staying there, he was living there with this other dude that one of my homeboys, Malik. And they sister, Jamila, she was like the oldest sister of the bunch. You know what I'm saying? Her and Denton was a thing. So, come to find out, Denton is a member of the Outsiders.
Okay.
So now he's like right there with Young Z, Rod Digger, Pace One. Shout out to the Outsiders.
And all
right. That. So, you know what I mean? I got cool with him because like he wanted some blood one day. So I was, I had that work going that day. So me and him got together, and I had a whip, and you know what I'm saying, we started running around town, and I was doing music with the Outsiders, and then I brought Tango in the fold, and we was outside doing music, and we got a lot of unreleased songs with the Outsiders. They probably erased some shit, to be honest.
And then
yeah.
And people think it's so easy to just get in the game. You have to keep putting in work.
Yeah, well,
it seems to have been.
I'm a textbook story of almost made it, nigga. Like I'm not. So getting in the game is hard as fuck. Like I don't care what, especially back then with no social media. Like no, you know what I'm saying. Like you had to be outside and be really up in niggas' faces regularly, and we wasn't doing shows. we was just popular because we already was popular as high school niggas, and we had chicks and things that already knew who we was. You know what I mean? Like, it was, we had a name so big that, all right, we had chicks. Yeah, AU, shout out to AU.
Yeah, but they don't gut it up north. So in order to get this, you have to come to the south.
And this is unsponsored, by the way.
It's unsponsored, so... But this is what it is. There's like 4 different flavors.
Red Bull is not a sponsor.
Yeah, none of these are sponsors.
But you can be. Red Bull,
AU, if you want to sponsor, we got you. But this is what it is. So if you want to know, this is black grape, but we got like, there's different flavors. I just brought the black grape, but I got all 4 bottles.
I don't drink.
Yeah, he with me, so he gonna drink.
Right. Jerry came to my wedding.
What's up, Via? What up? Yeah. Shout out to your wedding.
Right.
What up, Via? Welcome in. Yeah, someone was asking what we were sipping on and everything.
Right.
And shout out for Via. She came to every one of my podcasts. I appreciate that.
Right. Hell yeah. Shout out to you. Me and Jerry been working for a long time, you know, but we'll talk about that.
We'll get into that when we first started working together.
Right. Because it's been a long road. Like, I have a lot of story to tell.
And I was like, everybody thinks you could just, just get in the game and hop in the game. They don't know. Like, they have to realize they got to put in the work to promote. And back then, we didn't have social media.
Right.
That's what they forget. You had to, do billboards. You had to hit the street. And when you hit the streets, a lot of people forget. People don't like you because the neighborhood you're from. So you have to work through that. So there's a lot of stuff.
First of all, let's preface this by saying, one, I was not a broke nigga growing up. My family was not bums. Mm-hmm. So I didn't come from the bottom. Like, niggas be like, got it out the mud, all that shit. Like, I wasn't exactly in the mud. My family name hold weight. Like, so they was outside. They did what they was supposed to do.
Like when Jadakiss, he got a family, mom and father.
Right.
Like,
I had my mother and father. Separate homes, obviously, my
People
father.
think everybody from the bottom just because they rap.
Right. No, I'm not from the bottom. I was like floating on the top of the bottom type shit. Like, you know what I mean? My family had some
middle
things.
Class,
we had
middle
business.
class.
Yeah, we was middle class Americans. We had our own businesses, had shit moving for ourselves. Like, my family has a rich history actually in the tri-state area. Because if you ever heard of, back in the Great Depression, my grandfather, Pop Davis, he owned a stream of rooming houses and taxis that catered to all of the famous artists, black artists that couldn't stay in those ritzy hotels back in the 20s and 30s and shit. He was the only man that came out of the Depression with his businesses, like that was in the black community. A lot of people lost and suffered. Yeah. My grandfather, my great-grandfather, he made it. This was my mother's mother's dad type shit. So, and that's Harlem shit, but we'll talk about that,
And then I know you talk about Tango Cash and Redman and Method Man got an ear to it. And I know you got a little story about that. What happened with that when you had it? Because I know Method Man had Tango and Cash drop.
No, they had a song called Dope Nigga. They had a song called Dope Nigga that was funny as hell because the song Dope Nigga, they said our names. Mm-hmm. They said, America, we the new Tango and Cash. So I asked myself, well, who was the old one? Because it takes me back to a time where I remember Rob Dorsey telling me and Tango, yo, Red and Meth heard y'all shit. Mm-hmm. They said, whenever y'all want, y'all can get a free song. Mm-hmm. Blah, blah, blah. Then after that, niggas started wearing do-rags and fitteds and niggas had the Blunt Brothers. And that was me and my dog. Like me and him was the Blunt Brothers. We was out robbing and doing what we was doing to facilitate the life that we was trying to live as rappers and shit like that. So so like
shit, when
niggas kind of came up on a style or whatever by vicariously living our shit.
And the crazy thing, you was rapping, I was still in the streets, not even thinking about rapping.
Nah, but dude, that's the thing. Yeah. I was in the street because listen,
you just
I didn't have a deal yet.
Oh, you didn't have a deal. Still.
Right, all of this is happening. We ain't have a deal yet. Like, we went and laid 3 songs, and next thing you know, the 2 biggest rappers from the Wu-Tang and the Death Squad, like, these niggas is hearing our shit, and they working on something, and then all of a sudden, you see these niggas come out like, boom, and we looking like...
And they already had their names, so it makes
right, we sitting there looking like, nigga, that's our whole, like, nigga, they moving like us and everything. We like, so.
And then they made the movie How High.
Then they did How High. We really like, oh my God.
So that would came off the song.
So right,
the
so
dope,
this
I'm
is,
not gonna say the N-word.
Right, but that's our life,
Yeah.
like type shit. Like them niggas, they whole image was based on some shit we was doing at the time. Not saying they stole it, cause I can't verify, but
Yeah.
if you hear a group of niggas, like, cause even there's a very blatant song with the Locks. I won't say the Locks, I'll say Styles and Jada.
Yeah, because he wasn't in
And
it.
Styles and Jada, they got a part in one of these songs where they do the exact same thing that me and Tango did on the demo on the No Swillin' song. And the part, the cadence, everything, we was like the first niggas doing back and forth type shit. You feel me? Like going back, like, you know, throwing it at each other in the rap shit. Pause. And yeah, so it was like kind of weird for me because I was like, man, I know these niggas ain't.
The crazy part is it still happens to
We ain't
this
even
day.
got a deal. We ain't even like outside like that. But was we battling niggas in New York? Yes. I would hop out in Times Square if I seen a group of niggas that rapping in Times Square. I'm jumping right out and jumping in the mix and I'm getting busy. And I was like that, I you know, because I wasn't scared to go to nobody hood. Like, but, you know, through that time, we didn't know we was about to get a deal, but some shit happened that led up to that. But yeah, we was hanging with the outsiders first. And like I actually seen Eminem in person. He was wearing like clothes, looked like he just came from painting a house. Like he didn't, like he was not the Eminem we know now, but like one time, I'm not acting like I know this nigga. He don't know my name.
Yeah.
Like, you know, but I do got a song with him now, but
yeah, you do got a song with him.
You know what I'm saying?
You
but,
and Brasco, the whole song.
Shout out to Anno Domini, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna front on that.
And there's a video on YouTube. Eminem, the Brasco, and Billy Dollaz.
Yeah, it's
check
called,
it out.
Red Rum in Reverse.
Yeah, Red Rum in Reverse. So check that out. I think I promoted it on my TikTok.
Possibly.
Yeah, so you can see it. But it is on Billy Dollaz TikTok. So you just have to go to YouTube.
You go watch the whole video probably.
Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, a whole video on YouTube. But anyway, but yeah, I got my start with the Outsiders. I think they was the first people to really notice us that was actually doing something with rap. You know what I mean?
And then I know you know the Outlaws too. Yeah.
I lived in Orange, right?
Orange
Shout
County.
out to 050. You know, the BGs. If anybody knows, like, you know, if you from the hood, you know the BGs is situated on the border of Montclair, West Orange, East Orange, and Orange. And then you have Glen Ridge off on the steep. So I lived in this building. This was after I moved out of Newark. I lived in this building on Thomas Boulevard, right there by the fort. You could go into any of the towns that you wanted to. There was this common thing going on where Montclair niggas was just unliked, right? I shout out to Fatal. Yeah, they was unliked. I got a song with Fatal. But
Shane.
Montclair niggas was unliked. But Tupac had already got a hold of some of them. He was doing his thing with the niggas. They was his little niggas, you know what I'm saying? And but I know Fatal, Bruce Washington III.
Said his real name.
Yeah, nah. I mean, you know,
Rest
that's
in
my
peace.
nigga.
And
Rest in peace.
a lot of them
I
passed
seen
away.
a lot of situations with Fatal, like, you know, he a real nigga. Like, I don't care what nobody say. Like, you know, I didn't hang out with dude.
He wasn't scared of sugar.
But he wasn't scared. He wasn't like that. Like, you know, he was a real dude. Like, he was very honorable in my opinion. Shout out to Young Noble. I met him through Denton, because Denton took me to this nigga house one day. He lived right up the street from where I stayed at. So
and they forget that a lot of people know a lot of famous people because the neighborhood you grow up in, a lot of people from these.
Listen, I could tell you about the neighborhood I was in after I moved out of Newark. Like, shout out to DJ Prince Hakeem. He's the son of the famous, you know, member of Kool and the Gang. He a DJ. I met Hop. I met Maham, played basketball, because my nigga Denton, because me and Denton was rolling thick as thieves. Shout out to the Outsiders once again. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the first time I ever seen a home in a gated community. You know what I'm saying? Like rich nigga shit. Like, you pull up in the yard,
gated
it's gated
community.
communities. You know, I didn't know if you came to the South, everything's gated. You know
everything in the South is gated. Even the hoods are gated.
Right.
Out there.
You know what I'm saying? But up there, that
like
shit is like a luxury in New
I
Jersey.
drove past the projects coming to your house and that's gated.
Mm-hmm.
But shit be happening. The police got to get the unlocked and that shit to come in.
But yeah, but I met, like, you know, Jersey was full of a lot of niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we had a lot of artists. Queen Latifah. First time I seen Miss Owens, she was at a basketball game, charity basketball game in my high school. I was like 17. You know what I'm saying? She showed up for the game. And, you know, I was a fan already, obviously. You know what I'm saying? You talking about 94. You know what I mean? She represented our hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
Billy's older than me. I have to put that out there.
Nah, absolutely.
He's older than me.
Nigga, you ain't never seen 49 look this good. Stop your nonsense. But yeah. So yeah, like, you know, of course we have our legends, like, you know,
Tretch?
What about Tretch?
Tretch is naughty by nature. Ain't he from Orange County?
A staple. He's from East Orange, double I. You know what I'm saying?
Queen Latifah is like an old...
Yeah, she an East Orange head too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but we all rep the bricks. Like, you know, Redman, all that. Like, if you think of rappers from Jersey, you typically think about the Brick City rappers, like Naughty by Nature, Lords of the Underground. Shout out to Do It All. I think he's in politics now. Shout out to him. You know, because I know he's doing something. I think he's a councilman in Newark.
He's
doing
up
big
in the
things
world,
for the city. Yeah, they just had 24 hours of peace. Everybody was there. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Life
a good
was
thing.
good.
Peace is good.
Right, always. I mean, it wasn't all peaceful. I apologize. One of my kids was out there acting crazy. But whatever. You know, I love my daughter. It wasn't even a guy. You know what I'm saying? I love my daughter, though.
But the peace went left a little.
They on Now That's TV, Young and the Reckless. You know, whatever. Check them out. It's my daughter. You know, it's her squad. You'll see her. She looked just like me. She's my female.
That's the one when we went to. She came to the wedding.
Yeah, where she was at the after.
Yeah, after party. I know. Yeah, she came.
Yeah. And then she had to go do the...
That's how, you know, we knew each other for a while. I was at
absolutely.
His wedding.
This is my guy right
and
here.
I filmed, took pictures. Didn't film. Took pictures at the wedding.
Personally, he's the only person I've ever met that was, like, you know, genuine from the door. And he provided a service. I paid him for his service. He showed up and he provided me with exemplary product. In my house, I have large fucking photos this big that he produced for me from my wedding. Like, you know, no bullshit.
And I think in the world, if everybody helps each other, we could all succeed at some point in time.
Right, absolutely.
And people don't like helping each other because they be like,
My biggest thing was...
You want to take care of yourself.
My biggest thing was to keep the money in-house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew I needed a photographer for my wedding. And... who would I rather give it to? Somebody I don't know, or give it to somebody who I know could use it? Mm-hmm. And it's not saying he need. It's just to say that I would rather put my money where I know I'm going to get the quality service that I deserve.
And you could trust the person who's doing it.
Right.
You don't have to worry about
no funny shit.
Yeah.
You know, because one thing you got to watch out for is funny shit.
Yeah, because people are like, yeah, you didn't pay me enough for me to do that. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to do it anyway. Because I even told him, and he still paid me, I even told him, you don't have to.
Nah,
he still paid me.
I would never take
work.
up. Yeah, you working. If I would never, like, you know, as a person who values people's time, because time is money.
And that's what people forget to realize. They think because someone's friends, they're always supposed to do it for free.
Right. I paid that man well worth his time. My wedding was only 2 hours.
Yep, and then we hung out, drank,
right.
eat, food, everything.
Right, you was able to take liquor home, food home, whatever you needed. Like, I was not playing around. Like, you know, my wedding was a nice event for me and my family.
But he knew I would have came either way, but
he was going to be there.
Yeah,
he was going to be there. Like,
pay for me
he literally moved to Georgia to hang out with me. Like, let's keep it a stack. Like, you know, no, I'm just kidding. But he moved to Georgia. He knew he had people down here because I was already here. I've been here for like 13 years.
Yep, so if I had people when I moved down here, I didn't come down here empty-handed. I had a lot of people out here. Nah. That's what people forget. You know, they just think, you're from Boston, you don't know people everywhere.
Nah, we know people everywhere. Like, nigga, I'm going to California November 7th. Go get your tickets at Eventbrite. I'll be in Bakersfield, California. Me and Tax G performing. You know, we're gonna be doing our favorites. You know, it is what it is.
He asked me to come out, but with me having still a regular job.
First of all,
you know,
I don't give a fuck about none of that. Nigga, it's free. Your tickets paid for, your fucking
I'm just trying to get time off from work is the hard part.
Nah, right. You know, but listen, we all got things. I have other investments. I have other things that I do with my time. You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
Just like times I'll be like, yeah, I'm doing something, but you can't make it because it's in another.
Right. It's taking me out of what I do to put the coins.
Because I'm not a millionaire yet and not made it where I want to be yet, where I could say,
none of us
job. I could just go out to Bacon Hill, California, and
none of this. I mean, I can go where I need to go, but you know, I understand other people can't make the moves that I make right now. But it's not because they don't have the resources. It's because time management is important. You know, you got to do what's important that's feeding.
And I got a 7-year-old that I'm taking care of.
Right. I mean, shit.
That's hard to move with a
I got a couple of them. Fuck you mean?
Yeah, but even everybody forget that I invest my own money too, because when I do stuff and have people do stuff for me, I travel to where I gotta go. Like when I did the No Turning Back video.
Right, he came down here. Shout out to him. Shout out to Mad Pup.
Exotica.
Like niggas came from all over to make that happen.
It was not even one state. So you have Boston, Jersey, Atlanta, or people in Atlanta.
I was in Atlanta,
in Atlanta.
I'm the Jersey person in Atlanta.
But Minnesota was Exotica, and Pup is from Los Angeles. And the crazy thing, Pup had a
army.
He
brought an army with him
from Los Angeles.
Right,
he brought the whole
whole hood. But that's Inglewood fam.
Nah,
listen, you already know what that was.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. They're coming.
Right, because you're gonna ask me that question eventually.
Yeah. We'll get to that after, but. I know my daughters were a little scared, but I was like, yo, they're my people. But, you know, there's situations that...
they were never safe.
They were safe for me.
They were never
Even when I was looking for my daughter, and this is when Mackenzie was alive, rest in peace. She was at the video shoot. They made sure everyone was good. There's like, no, your daughters are good, we're here. Because there was like 40 of them that flew in from Los Angeles.
Right, we had
a nice group. Exotica.
Right.
None of them played.
Right. So, mind you, I came by myself.
And my boy came from Boston. He was with me.
He was down there too. Fish. Shout out to Fish.
When I was worried about my kids, because I was like, where'd they go? Because we wasn't in the safest neighborhood. We was in zone 4.
Nah,
God.
Nah, but I was good down there because like I knew some of the niggas down there that was like, first of all, the niggas I knew down there.
And I like the fact that they let us do the video, because shout out to the construction workers. Because they said they could have called the police, but they said y'all not bothering nobody. They're doing the video. That's why I say when they say gang members, doesn't mean that people are actively out here doing crimes. We were out here having fun, enjoying ourselves. Promoted peace. Gang members are not always violent. They come together to build a family.
We're not violent if you don't make us.
Yeah.
I mean, them.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, we was out there promoting peace, and everybody was respectful. The construction workers were respectful to us. They said, we're not going to, they said, we're not going to tell the police you're out here filming. Do your thing. And no one bothered us.
Nope. No, we had the run of the set.
Yep.
We had the run of the set.
They even told us where to park.
Right.
Construction workers.
Shout out to me on the location. I knew where to go.
He found the location.
Right.
I didn't know the location.
I knew where to go. But that's part of my story. Yeah, no, that's part of my story though. Like that location holds a great significance.
And we get to that.
Yeah.
So we were talking about that. But with Tango and Cash, was that signed to Warlock Records at the time?
Okay, so Tango and Cash. Me and my nigga Mod. We
Is he still here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and my nigga Mod. He just gave me some beats.
Okay, he's doing beats now?
Yeah. Okay. He trying to come back in. I'm trying to get this nigga to finish this song so I can put it on one of these albums.
What's the name of the song? You don't have to
No, I'm not.
You can tell me later off camera.
But
off camera, you tell me later.
I got some shit I'm going to release, though, with him on it. But, you know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about that.
He still need to get me on a song. Billy knows. But I'm the worst person because everybody's asking me to do a song. And I keep saying, I don't rap no more. But people know I could rap because they seen the videos.
The Return of Lazarus.
The Return of Lazarus. Everybody knows. It's like Lazarus. I was like, yeah, that's resurrecting from the dead.
The Return of Lazarus will happen.
Yeah.
Mark my words. And if anybody knows me, you know I'm a man of my word.
So I'll eventually drop some, but everybody want me to drop. But I was more focused on the video, the photography. And
Right.
That's what I was doing, even when you met me.
Nah,
the
we was
podcast
trying
interviews
to
and
different
stuff.
lanes. We was doing, like, I was searching for something.
But it worked because what we was doing.
Right. Nah, I was fucked up at the time.
But I still did the videos,
Nah,
the
yeah,
podcast.
I'm talking about financially.
Oh, yeah.
Like, my net worth says something way different from what I was actually going through at the time. Like,
But you have to invest in yourself. So
nah, yeah, it was like I was waiting for shit to turn over.
Yeah.
You feel
What
me?
you did now. Very good.
I mean, very well. But, it is what it is. Like, you got to do things.
We all
like,
had to come from somewhere.
Nah, yeah, because, like, I knew, like, first of all, to go back to where the story started, because you asked me about the Tango Cash shit. Tango Cash did get signed. We got signed to Warlock Records. How that happened was we was hanging out. All right, so Ma had this connect with one of his cousins. His cousin was from Brooklyn. Now, his cousin... Yeah, go ahead.
We'll do another shot, too, while we're here.
Yeah.
AU. Get this AU. I'm
Pick us
doing
up,
this.
nigga.
I want to let you know, AU.
Pick us
up for a sponsor.
Pick us up.
Because we're actually promoting your stuff right now.
Right.
But yeah, get that AU.
Yeah. So me and Tango, we had the demo. We was running around acting like we was the hottest thing in the hood. I'm jumping out on everybody. We still doing what we do. So we took the demo because we had started hanging out in Red Hook with these guys because of
York,
Tango
right?
cousin. Yeah, Red Hook, Brooklyn.
That's Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
Brooklyn,
making sure that.
Yeah, so we started hanging out in Brooklyn with this guy.
Purple drink. We call it the purple drink.
The name is John Arrington. He's a well-known New York photographer / videographer. He's making movies now. He's doing his thing. Shout out to Johnny Roscoe. He was part of this group called the Heavy Hitters.
They said good luck on your performance.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, so Johnny Roscoe was part of this group called the Heavy Hitters. Not the same heavy hitters as the DJs that was on Hot 97. At least I don't think so.
Like DJ K Slayer.
Right, but I don't know who all was like.
Yeah,
I don't know if they was a part of all that.
Yeah.
But so my cousin, he had hooked us up with a couple of people. Like he had took us around some Murder Inc. dudes, but then he took us around this dude in Red Hook named Johnny Roscoe. And we recorded with Johnny Roscoe we did 2 songs.
And we got a Murder Inc. scenario. I'm not going to touch on that, but we do get a Murder Inc. scenario.
Wait a minute. We're getting too far.
We're getting too far.
Right. But yeah, my cousin hooked us up. We had started hanging around these dudes in Red Hook. Johnny Roscoe was one of them. There was another dude named Lavelle Mason. They were running they had their operations in the projects.
Yeah.
We know niggas. We ain't strange to no projects. So we walk up in the projects.
It's a Brick City. That's why it's called Brick City.
Right.
That's
So we
projects.
walking up in the Red Hook projects like,
nothing. It's just normal.
like it's nothing, normal. Did niggas try to press us? No. We was not, like, we didn't experience no pressure.
That's what people need to realize. If you come mostly on peace stuff, most people ain't gonna mess with you. You got knuckleheads that will try you, but most of the time, even with the projects or the hoods, people are not out there to hurt you unless they really got beef with you or they're just knuckleheads.
Right.
That's what people don't realize. I'm scared of the hood. There's no need to be scared.
Now, mind
because
you,
most people just
we
not bothering
pulling up,
nobody.
right? We pulling up in Red Hook.
Mm-hmm. And I'm jacking your cigarettes.
Nah, it's all good. We go get some more. So
All
right. So we pull up in Red Hook. We start rocking with dudes in Brooklyn. They wanted us to record 2 songs, so we recorded 2 songs. Dude said he had a meeting with a label. The dude Lavelle Mason. He said, I got a meeting with a label, Warlock Records. He told us the name. So he went over to Warlock. He came back, said, I just got a check for all of us. We good now. So we like, all right, wait.
You trying to figure out what the check is about?
No. Yeah, so me and my boy, we on point kind of already because we kind of knew what we was on because we in North, we amongst the spitters, we amongst, you talking about Redman, the outsiders, you know what I'm saying? So we feel like, all right, I already know, like, no shade to Brooklyn, but we already know what time it is. Like, y'all didn't get this popping until we showed up. So we already had this in our minds.
Mm-hmm.
So he said he got a check. So of course, naturally, as niggas, it was.
I'd ask how much. I mean, that's
We asked, right. So it's
you want to know
like,
how much of the check
it's like
is.
5 or 6 of us. It's this group that had this R&B singer named Freak. I forget what their name was called, what their group name was, but it was a dude named Freak. He already had a record out that had went big or whatever. Mm-hmm. But anyway, and then they had this group, North Star, some other nigga, and then it was me and Tango. Mm-hmm. So they had a couple of artists. So he said, when we asked him how much, he said, yeah, we got a $30,000 check. So
for 6 people, that's like $5,000 each.
Right. So
after
me and my man,
cut, it's even less.
First of all, hold up. Like, first of all, not even being funny, I'm getting money at this time. Like, I'm not one of these, like, funny niggas that, like, be fronting. Like, I was doing some things that was getting me some paper. Mm-hmm. You know, did I have my struggle moments? Absolutely. Like anybody. I struggled with the hardest. But I was getting money. My boy Tango was getting money. We had our little thing going, you know what I'm saying? And, he said 30,000, so we like, all right. So we went home after, you know, the meeting. We heard him because he said, yeah, so it's going to be weed in the studio. We going to build up the studio. So now me and him looking at each other like, all right, I ain't hear you talk about giving out none of that yet. Mm-hmm. To the niggas that earned it. So we're like, you know.
Like he got a check for himself. That's
you got to, yeah, right. Like you about to build your shit. So,
you know. Put the money.
So me and my man being smart, we like, hold up, what's the company name that he went to? So me being the memory
There's no
bank.
contracts either,
right? We don't have any contracts right now. So me and my man thinking, we like, he said Warlock Records. So we look Warlock Records up. Because one thing that we was not short on in my house was computers and ability to find information.
And you could also find this information online about Warlock Records.
Right. They had like Trick Daddy and Trina single You Owned on there. They distributed that for a while. They had the Bloods and Crips Banging on Wax album. They had Craig G, a bunch of Jungle Brothers, all types of shit. Like they put out
a lot of records, a lot of good records.
Yeah. So yeah, like we looking at this shit all funny. Like so, then the dude Roscoe. Now Lavelle Mason is his man, but Roscoe came to us like, yo, straight up and down. He got the check from off of y'all shit. Y'all two had the most banging songs. The labels want y'all, really. They didn't care about none of the other shit we did. They cared about what Tango Cash did.
That's how it shows how the game is dirty. That someone else could get a check off your name.
He told us flat out. So I was like, all right, no problem. So we thought about it for a minute. So we did what most niggas would normally do. We asked if we could get some money first.
Yeah, I would ask that too.
We asked if we could get some money before we went off on our own delusional mission to try to circumvent the bullshit. You feel me? So he was like, nah, I can't do that right now. Now, had I understood the business back then, I would have been like, yo, you know what? Because I understand what's going on. I didn't understand the business the way I do.
We just thought about the money up front.
I'm thinking about the money up front, right?
We're
like,
younger at that time.
I know you got this shit off my name, so nah, where the bag at? Like,
that's how I thought in my 20s.
Like, right.
Where's my bag?
Right, I'm like 20, like 21. Like, I'm not playing, and I got kids. I'm not playing no games. You feel me? So we went to, basically he told us he couldn't give us no money, so we went home, we thought about it, and we made a decision from that point. And the decision was, we gonna go to Warlock Records ourselves. Mm-hmm. And we just gonna ask, what's up?
That's the best thing to do, because it was off your name.
Right. I mean, but we didn't know for sure. Mm-hmm. So we played a game, because we not dumb.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We not that dumb. We're young, but we not that dumb. We played a game, me and Tango. So we went up there. It was me, him, and his baby mom's Q. Shout out to Q. We went in there. We was all dressed in, like, you know, straight hood shit.
Oh, no shit. No professional.
No hood shit. Went in there like a straight nigga. Pulled up in a blacked out whip. And we handed him the tape. He was like, yo, we Tango Cash.
Cassette.
Yeah, we handed him. Now, the tape was horrible. The quality was trash.
Because it wasn't mix and master, right?
None of that. Like, it was just
you said
like...
we're going to hand him a trash tape right now.
We're going to hand him a trash tape. So, you know, Because we didn't hand them the shit that we did with the niggas at Red Hook. We handed them the shit we did in Quad.
So yeah, when it wasn't mixed and mastered.
So even as it not being mixed and mastered, it still sounded halfway decent.
We used to be like that back in the day.
Right, because music was easy. You know what I'm saying? Like recording was easy, yeah. So we handed them the tape. By the time we got back to Jersey, and I lived probably like 30, 40 minutes from Manhattan, where the office was. By the time we got back to Jersey, my mother told me when I got to the house, she said, Dwain, you got a phone call. I said, from who? I'm thinking about the sheriff's department. I don't.
He said he thinking about the police.
Well, right, like you talk. I got a phone call from who?
Am I getting
that you tell me? Am I about to go to court, jail? What's up?
Yeah.
Like, you know, she's like, from Warlock Records. They want to offer y'all a recording contract. So we like, now mind you, this is 1999. I just realized my mom just got diagnosed with breast cancer. I'm kind of in turmoil. Yeah. The streets is doing what it's doing. We, you know, I'm all right. But I'm
the
like,
90s. They were bad.
Late 90s. Yeah, we about to go into a new millennium.
Yeah.
I'm fucked up in the head by the news of my mother having breast cancer because I'm thinking just dying. Like
that's how everybody thinks.
Cancer is this death.
Yeah, that's what no one thinks there's. Nobody.
Yeah, little did I know she was going to live an extra 20-something years off of, you know, after we dealt with the problem. But, yeah, she told me that I got that phone call. So we went up there the next day or something like that. They gave us a contract.
Was it a BS contract?
Of course it was.
There's a BS contract.
It was a bullshit contract. But they handed us a contract. The shit was 52 pages. You know what I'm saying? 52 fucking pages.
A bunch of legal mumbo jumbo.
Illegal mumbo jumbo. Blah, 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 blah. Like, so I was bugging, like, but me and Tango, we accepted the contract to go look at it. You know, we said we was going to have lawyers go look at it. You know what we did? We went up to the fruit stand on, I think it was 125th. Up in Harlem? Yeah. We go to Harlem, go get some weed.
He said he got weed. We got a
we
lawyer,
left there, we went,
weed.
picked up the contract, drove from Harlem back down to Central Park.
52 pages. Yeah, it was 52 pages. Those contracts are.
They was big back in the day.
And back in the days, they were biggest to avoid.
Because that's how they fuck you.
Yeah,
like
with loopholes and stuff.
Right, that's how they fuck you. It was 52 pages of horse shit. But it was a for real deal record deal, $1.3 million.
Well, congrats on the first record deal.
Nah, absolutely. I did it, as far as I was concerned.
Even though it was a BS one, still got the record deal with that big label.
Right. $1.3 million. I'm 21 years old.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is arguing?
You forget about the taxes.
I didn't know about the taxes.
What
the fuck you're young. You're young. I'm young. I'm 21. Fuck them taxes.
They didn't know about the percentage.
I didn't know about nothing, and I had no back. I didn't have no management.
Yeah.
I did nothing. But it was 5 albums, $1.3 million. We was gonna be locked in.
5 albums is a lot for 1.3. If you knew back then, you
nigga, listen. Back then, you talking about 1999. $1.3 million in 1999 is a lot more than what it is today, but it's still nothing in comparison to 5 albums.
They take everything.
And you're not knowing that second album, they're going to up your advance. You're still never going to be paid back from the first one. Woo, all that.
And then you got your taxes that you forgot about.
I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck.
He said forget the taxes.
I didn't give a fuck. No, because, like, basically it went like this. And I'm going to have to step away for 2 seconds to go do something real fast. But
you got to look at my pretty face.
Yeah, because I got a son. My son is inside. So apparently somebody's feeling some type of way. Matter of fact, give me a second. Keep the place of the story.
The 1.3, we're at the 1.3 million deal back in '99. So he's gonna come back and talk about that and everything. He said, "What tax?" Yeah, he did say what taxes. Shit, I didn't think about taxes back in the day either. He just made money and really not think about that until you get hit with the feds coming after you. Put back taxes, either pay them or go to jail. But, you know, that's life. But he had a bunch of other records deals, which we'll get into, because he's talking about Warlock Records. This was his first record deal. Then his second one, he'll be talking about Empire Records. I think you heard of Empire Records. They actually made a whole movie called Empire. He was also with Empire Records. And now he's with Dirty South Records, which we'll get into. And I met him sometime after the Empire record deal. That's when I met him. So anybody want to know when I met Billy Dollaz, sometime after the Empire record deal, when I started taking things more seriously with doing my DVDs and my video and other stuff. That's when I started traveling and doing that. That's a lot of people to know. I didn't work. My money came from videography, photography, and all that, because I didn't work. Like, it's work. I did my own work. I was my own boss. So when people say they are a boss, they're not. You're not a boss until you can stop paying people. And I was at a point in life back then where I could afford to pay people, but life happens. I had a daughter who was born sick, and that's when life happened for me. You know, I still have my other kids and everything, but when my daughter was born sick, that's when everything went downhill. But I'm always going to put my daughter first. But he met me a little before, a couple years before my whole daughter situation with Mackenzie. But that's how we got this Warrior podcast. That's in honor of her name, because she was a hot warrior. So just telling a little about myself till he come back and everything. Then I met him, started managing him. Other people seen what I do, New York, you know. And before Mackenzie was born, I was doing a lot traveling, Las Vegas, Atlanta, New Orleans, New York. A lot of people forgot that I got paid to do these traveling and DVDs, and sometimes I just did it. I really didn't charge no one for the DVDs. It was a way to promote them. But if people needed music videos, photography, yeah, I charge for that, for my own stuff. No, I would never charge for someone to come on my show. You know, I'd rather pay someone to come on my show. You know, but Warrior Podcast came out of my daughter. You know, I switched up. It was 2B, 2P DVD. But that was before this whole internet thing. I was doing DVDs, and I worked with a lot of people, models, famous artists, and everything like that. And I was doing my thing out there. But yeah, I met a lot of good people, met a lot of crazy people too. So there was a lot of stuff that I went through, and now I'm restarting, so it's rebuilding, and I'm sure I'll get there. I know someone said to me just now, when I hit 100K, they'll see me next year. They'll see how I'm at 100K. And like my first person I interviewed, Spitz Nelson, said I'll be at 1 million. If I'm at 1 million next year, I'm doing a giveaway.
Saltine 1 million.
Saltine 1 million giveaway. I don't know what I'll give away, but if I hit 1 million subscribers, that means I'm making money and doing good at that point.
Right.
I'll show you later.
Nah,
but I was just telling about, like, before I got into you, I was like, I met you a little before Mackenzie was born. Then my situation with Mackenzie sort of, I'm never going to say held me back, because whatever happened to her made me a better person, you know. But like, you know, certain things I couldn't do because I was focused on growing pains. But we're going to get back to Billy. I was just telling a little bit about myself when you was gone. And I think I met you when you was like with Empire Records. I didn't meet you with Warlock Records.
Nah. Yeah. At that time, I was going through Imperial Media Creations.
Because I think you met me in
IMC
middle
Music
2000, like 2000.
Yeah. I was IMC Music Group, Imperial Media Creations,
Empire.
Yeah, that was that whole situation.
Go ahead. We'll talk about Warlock. Let's go back to Warlock.
Nah, yeah.
1.3 million Warlock.
1.3 million Warlock. Yeah. Shit. So me and Tango signed. We went to 125th Street, got some weed, went back to Central Park, pulled up on the side of the road, and we sat there and we read all 52 pages of that mumbo jumbo.
I mean, go ahead, talk. Thank you for the hot, man.
We read all 52 pages of that mumbo jumbo.
Mm-hmm.
And I swear to God, we ain't know what the fuck we was looking at 20,
you just read it.
21 years old. Right, we just read it like...
Let me just read it like a book and everything.
My mom worked for AT&T in the legal department, so she could have definitely, like, pulled in one of her lawyer friends and said, take a look at this.
We're also on TikTok. I mean,
all right.
Say hi. What up,
yo.
If we were doing an interview on YouTube, So
my mom
catch it on there.
could have definitely pulled somebody in from her lawyer team that she worked with and just said, take a look at this. My son got this contract. But at the time, I didn't know my mother's history in music.
Okay.
So that might have played a factor. Like, but anyway, we'll get to that. My mom, you know, I showed her the contract. She read it. Mm-hmm. She kind of breezed through it rather quickly, as opposed to what me and Tango did. But needless to say, by the next day it was signed and we was picking up checks. You know what I'm saying?
Just focused on the money.
Right. So we signed and we was picking up checks. Mm-hmm. And we, like at the time, Tango baby moms worked at the bank. Mm-hmm. And she worked at First Union, now Wells Fargo. And she was the manager. She was the branch manager. So Tango made a phone call and was like, yo, I know you about to close, but I need a favor. So he called and she was like, what you need? He was like, yo, we got checks. Hold the bank. So we got there probably, now mind you, we done shot over to New York. It's like 3 in the afternoon, maybe 4 o'clock. Mm-hmm. We shot back from New York through traffic, all that, got back over to the bank. They were already supposed to be closed, but they waited for us.
Which is a good thing. You want to cash your checks.
Right. We 21 years old and
you
stop the bank from closing to cash a check. So we get there and we bust them little checks or whatever. I went straight home. I gave my moms a couple dollars. Tango gave his mom some money.
Yeah.
And we said, all right, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? And so from that point, the adventure started with the record deal shit. You know what I'm saying?
Did you stay with them the whole 5 records? Did you opt out the contract?
Honestly,
what happened with that whole deal thing? Because I was like,
I hate
because I don't know the whole Warlock record.
I know.
Situation.
I hate this part of the story, but this is the truth. Okay, so right after we signed, me and Tango, we took a 2-week hiatus. We went to North Carolina. Because he had a little chick down there and she was pregnant.
Petey Pablo, North Carolina,
right.
Throw your hands up.
Now, mind you, you know, he got he's supposed to have a daughter with this lady. Like, mm-hmm. This is his baby mom's or whatever. So I'm down there, I'm just chilling. But of course, baby mama got friends. So, you know, I was down there playing my little game or whatever while,
I think we all was at that age.
We was supposed to be writing, but I knew I fucked up the moment I got there because as soon as I seen the setup, I said, all right. Take me to the gas station. I go to the gas station. I get a fucking case of beer, like 30.
And you don't even drink.
Beers.
And you don't even drink.
I'm not a drinker, so I get a
drinker.
case of 32 beers, and I find her little cousin. I don't want to say her name wrong.
I always say people.
I don't want to say her name wrong. Nah, it would be disrespectful.
Oh, okay.
Like, cause that's my people.
Oh,
like,
okay,
you know
no,
what I'm
people.
saying? But I'm sauce right now. Yeah. But nah, my man, baby, Tango baby moms. She, her little cousin, he had the smoke. Mm-hmm. He knew where to get the smoke from. So we trying to get the smoke. Now, mind you, right. So we got, now we're not here broke at all in the least bit. We're here on a different, like, we done brought gifts on the way down and shit. Like, you know, we coming in a different way. Mm-hmm. And right before we left was when I created my second oldest daughter. You feel me? Mm-hmm. That was my second oldest daughter was created right before I left to go on this North Carolina trip.
Okay.
Shout out to India. You know.
Shout out to your daughter.
Absolutely, always. And we went to North Carolina. We was down there. We brought gifts to bring to usher in this. You know we came into something. We done came up, nigga. Mm-hmm. And so I stayed. I knew I fucked up because I went and bought a case of beer.
Yeah, you don't drink. I don't drink. The only time you drink is if he's with me. Cause I make it.
Right.
I buy all the liquor.
But I bought a case of beer. Mm-hmm. Nah, because at the time I sipped. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Not
but
like
I knew that I had no tolerance for liquor at all. I already know this.
I always make fun of him for that because when we first came to Atlanta, when I brought out those shots with Mad Pup in them, mm-hmm. that was a whole different thing with the tequila.
The Terramana.
Yeah, the Terramana.
That's why I buy the shit now for everybody that when I go to somebody's house,
with the
I gotta buy the
Terramana.
Terramana.
Like, the tequila is smooth.
That's what I do.
But that's my thing. I'm a drinker. He the
yeah, nah, I'm the chief fire president.
Yeah.
Fire Marshal Bill. But anyway, so yeah, so we signed. We in North Carolina. We supposed to be writing. We supposed to be working on an album. We did none of that. Cause I found me a little breezy to hang out with while I was down
and
there.
We're young. And
right, we young. We got money.
Have fun.
Nigga, I got on a Rolex. Nigga, this shit is your house right now. Like, are you serious? You know, so I was in a different mode. Like, you know, we was in a different mode. We had Rolexes. We had diamonds on. We was, you know, we out of state. I mean, we was already like that.
And the thing is, back in the South in the 2000, it was a whole different vibe. Because I was in Atlanta in 2000. Freaknik. The females would be the reason why sometimes us young dudes would get off track.
Right.
So we not gonna lie, that does happen. We're young with money. And
so I'm dumb as hell. So I get back. We get back. We ain't got nothing prepared, right? So we get up back in my house because you know my house is where it all started from. The third floor, you know, High Street. For those that know, they know.
They're from Jersey.
Yeah, if you're from Jersey, you know about High Street,
Jersey,
West Orange, you know what I'm saying?
They had to Google that.
I was the only guy, you know. But yeah, so we went back to the house. We started putting some things together. We went in the studio. Them niggas was like, nah. What the fuck is y'all doing? Why is y'all screaming?
Why y'all screaming?
Like straight 6ix9ine shit. Like no lie.
Tekashi.
We was Tekashi 6ix9ine before Tekashi 6ix9ine. They in there like, why is y'all screaming? Shout out to Kyle Christmas. That's my man. I'm still cool with my A&R from that deal to this day. Like, you know, I like to think, you know, he was a good guy. You know, I didn't really get a chance to work with him the way I wanted to, but it is what it is. But yeah, like, so yeah, we went, we put the work in that we put in. They was like, go find your own producers. So now we like, all right.
Now you gotta put out money because you gotta pay the producers, right?
Right, because we done spent the budget.
Spent the budget in North Carolina.
Niggas done spent the budget and like, no, we spent the budget just period. Fuck North Carolina. We went home and was like,
he all knocked his ring off.
Right.
His ring just went flying.
Right.
That's what he's picking up now.
Right. But nah, we just went. Like, you know, the budget spent kinda, so like, you know, we still got a little bit of money left. We were still able to function. But so we went to Rashad Muhammad. We got in the studio. We had a beat. We dropped a song called Player Haters. Player Haters was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't our best. It was far from our best, but it was one of the best. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we dropped the song Player Haters. We dropped King of the Block. And we was like, yo, we back. All right. They gotta take this. Run DM, because King of the Block was a remake of King of Rock from Run DMC.
Okay, yeah.
So we like, yo, we definitely got it with this. So then there was a situation where like hanging out in front of my house had its benefits. Because my house was like, I was like the Fresh Prince of West Orange. Like my shit was so
not the
big.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he's the Fresh Prince of West Orange.
Yeah, I'm the Fresh Prince of West Orange type shit. My house was tall as hell. It was right on the corner. Everybody could see it. So if we was out on the porch deep, you know, just the crew, people would see us riding by. And one day, these girls was riding by with an Italian flag on the back of their little Honda Civic. So it was these two chicks. I never forget their names because of the way the situation went. It was Jennifer and Paola.
Paola?
Paola. Paola.
That was a different
Paola.
name. Paola.
No,
Paola.
Paola.
Like pay me.
It was
Paola.
Jennifer and Paola. But anyway, all right. So they stopped in front of my house one day. Niggas exchanged numbers, woo, 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 because we them guys out there.
And shout out, because we're still taking shots. And shout out to Drink Champs.
Right.
They gave us the idea, let's take shots and vibe out.
Right.
Shout out Noriega with Drink Champs.
But still thugging Apple Music.
Still thugging Apple Music.
Right.
Okay, let's go.
So,
Asian Vodka, let's get a promotion.
Right. Jennifer and Paola, they stop in front of my house one day because they see a bunch of lit niggas on the porch. You know what I'm saying? So, they both Italian.
He got himself an Italian girl.
Right, so.
From Italy? Or they just
Nah,
Italian?
they was Italian American.
Okay, not the
but we didn't know that their parents was connected type shit. Like, you know, like.
Yeah, I know what you mean by connected.
Yeah.
My uncles and stuff.
Nah, absolutely. You are So
well, he's gone, so
nah,
yes.
but you know, it's nothing. We ain't gotta talk about that.
Yeah.
But you know, their parents were connected. You know, I don't know how deeply it ties into our situation, but they stopped in front of our house. They was feeling us, so we engaged as young guys with a little bit of bread.
Quick question: Did they have a fatty?
I mean, listen, that's not important. I'm married now. You know what I'm saying? I'm married now.
I forget,
you know?
I'm still single.
Right? Yeah, we can't ask them questions.
Yeah.
But they was nice.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They was nice. But you know, and we young.
Yeah.
So, you know, you already know, like, we criteria is like, you know,
different.
Yeah. You know, so we engaged, you know, and I really didn't kick it off with Payola like that, like something was off about it.
I just like the name, Payola.
Nah, I don't like her name because I'm a musician. But that's another story, you know.
Yeah.
So, and I'm enlightened at the same time because of my family background. I kind of know things. So when I see somebody named Payola enter my life, it's like,
Payola.
I'm doing this right now and you come in?
And your name's Payola?
Right? Are you trying to tell me something?
And you're going to get Payola?
Right. Y'all want to do this Payola shit? Is this what I'm entering?
Yeah.
So, you know, you know, me and Payola, we tried something, it didn't work. The girl Jennifer, she was head over heels for my dog.
Tango?
You know, yeah, she was head over heels for Tango. So she came to me one day and she was like, yo, Dollaz, how can I take your mans from his baby moms?
Really gonna
straight
ask
up
that?
like that, like
no,
straight
no,
like
no shame,
chaser.
no shame in the game.
Right. All right, let's take a shot after that because that was gruesome.
That was deep.
That was gruesome.
And I'm making him drink, so he may end up like being asleep tonight. A good sleep. I'll have to chill for a while after this because I got to drive about 45 minutes home. But I'm gonna be chilling for a little while because I'm gonna need to get some food in my system.
Right. So, yeah, so she asked me straight up, like, you know, I want to take your, what do I have to do to get your man to leave his baby moms alone and fuck with me? So I'm like, you know, first of all, you gotta get out of the white girl thing, like.
He said the white girl thing.
Nah, listen, because like, you know, she
one.
just let her hair fall. She had like the Jan Brady type straight
the white
down the
girl.
middle. Yeah.
Like the suburban white
girl. So I'm
girl.
like,
yeah.
You know, you gotta do something with your shit. Like, you know, like make yourself look fire. Get
presentable.
You some earrings. Like, yeah, you gotta present yourself a certain way to my nigga, and then you gotta do whatever he tell you to do. You know, I'm trying to promote for my homeboy because that's my man. So, but then I'm like, at the same token, you gotta make him jealous because he gotta think other niggas is trying to. So, because if other niggas trying to, it might be worth something. So, she goes back and tells this nigga that I'm trying to holler at her.
What the hell?
Right. I don't know this though at first. So she go back tell this nigga I'm trying to holler at her. So naturally my man is infuriated. D, what the fuck
anybody's
going
man
on?
would be infuriated.
Right. You know, D, what the fuck going on? Like, we ain't like that. Woo, woo, woo. No, we not like that, bro. You already see what I'm trying to do. I got my baby mom. I'm trying to marry this bitch. I just impregnated her on purpose.
He said on purpose.
Right, like,
not even by accident. I did it on purpose.
I did it on purpose. I just impregnated my baby moms on purpose. Like, are you tripping? What's wrong with you? So now we're going through our turmoil. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we go through our turmoil, and the result came out where we got into a physical altercation. And, you know, I did something I shouldn't have did. I stabbed him, you know what I'm saying? And, of course, I went to jail. Mm-hmm. He went to the hospital.
Was that the end of Warlock Records?
That was the end of the deal between Tango and Cash. But when I went to Warlock Records, they, like, just finished the album.
After the stabbing.
Yeah, they like he
crazy.
Came and got a release. They told me straight up he came and got a release, but you could just finish the album. We gonna put it out as a Tango and Cash album.
That is crazy.
So now I'm like, but where the other half of this money gonna go? Yeah. I'm not knowing the game again, so keep in mind they probably had it where they was gonna take his half of the money and keep it for themselves, and I was just gonna get my little piece. You feel me? I don't know, but. This, I swear to God, this is what they told me. This ain't no embellishment or nothing like that. They was like, yo, you finished the album because you kind of the one that was holding it together anyway. We could tell. I mean, and lyrically, you know, I made sure my shit was, you know, Tango was writing his rhymes, but I was helping him a little bit along the way. Like, not saying I controlled his shit, but he said what he wanted to say. I just helped him put the cadences and structures together, type shit. You know.
Because everybody needs something.
Nah, yeah, because I remember he didn't rap.
Yeah, even when I rapped,
right.
I helped my boys and they helped me.
But that's what I'm saying. But you gotta remember, he didn't rap.
I helped them with the writing. Yeah,
I had to
put it together.
To put it together, helpful. You know, like be
and he
really
had to catch
helpful.
the flow. Like
right. He had to just learn how to get to his shit. Right.
Yeah.
He had to find his rhythm. Basically, I helped him find his rhythm.
Like me, I could write my ass off. I had to find my rhythm with the flow. So someone, when I wrote, they had to like, this is how.
Because I knew he had a story to tell.
Yeah.
You feel me? It wasn't like none of the words he says are mine.
Yeah.
It's just that he had to find his flow, his rhythm, and how to articulate it, and I aided in that process. You know, I'm not gonna never take credit for another man's creation.
His
Those
story.
are his words.
That's his story.
Yeah.
He just had to fix it. Just like when people ask me to fix their words.
Right. He's his own man, completely. You know, we both our own men, so we did what we were supposed to do on them records that we did together. Yeah. And I'm trying to do some more shit that he's playing. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, you know, but yeah, we they was like, just finish the album. I'm like, nah, that don't sound smart. I went and got with these guys out in South Orange. It was a management team. It was this man, Gerald G. Man Smith, and his boy Ron Bradshaw. I'm not really sure if they had a company name that they was doing management under, but they was tied in with the late Qasim Samad from Mad Bass Studios, which is really like, he was my OG type shit. Like he understood me the best as far as producers go. You know what I mean? But yeah, Gerald and Ron, they didn't handle it with care. So, like, I still had my deal. I came, when I got out of jail, I did 20 songs. Straight up. It took me 2 weeks. 20 songs. And back, you gotta think about this, back in 2000, that's a lot. Yeah. You feel me? But I did 20 songs.
Now people drop songs every...
Right, I did 20 songs in 2 weeks, and so I handed it in. And I promoted, the first single was this song called Fast Life that was produced by Qasim Samad. And they was like, yeah, we ain't even listened to the rest of the album. We ready to do this first single. This shit is fire. Woo. So I'm like, all right, bet. So before we handed the album in, I told G and Ron, make sure whatever, because y'all got to get paid for y'all services. Make sure y'all get shit in writing. Make sure you get it in black and white. As a young nigga, I'm telling them, I don't know nothing else, but I'm like, make sure you get it in black and white. Because I knew at that point, at least if you have it in black and white, it's a real
It's
thing.
official.
Right. So we told them to make sure they got it in black and white. The niggas never got it in black and white. They never got paid for the studio time. They never, you know, the beats that they did. Because Kaz didn't do my whole album, unfortunately, at that time. So basically, when I handed the album in, somehow the shit turned into a lack of communication, and so I just felt I was dropped. Like, fuck it. It was like I just fell off the map, and I ain't worked with, it was over with. Them niggas wasn't communicating. So.
And what did you do after that?
So, basically, what I did after that, I went into a bout of depression because I banked my life on that move.
Yeah, because he had the 1.3 million. He had,
right.
He could have been pushed out.
Had other record deals. I went into a bout of depression, and as a result, I lost my woman that I was intending to marry, which strained my relationship with my child. And I stayed in that rut for a long time, like at least probably a couple years.
And that's when things went downhill after that.
Sort of. Yeah, because the downhill, you know, life is about peaks
ups and
valleys.
Yeah.
So that valley turned into a crazy peak. But yeah, my shit was going downhill. I lost everything. I lost the woman I loved that I intended to marry with the child I made on purpose. And
that was for a couple years.
yeah, I kind of stayed in that mode where I was angry with the world. You know what I'm saying?
And it does happen.
Right.
To everybody, I think at some point you become angry with what's going on in your life.
Right.
Everybody,
because of some actions that happened. But the thing was, when I lost my the woman I was trying to marry, what happened was I found some things, like she was pregnant. I was finding crazy shit, like, you know, because I'm in this mode, like, you know, things is fucked up. What am I going to do? So I was finding niggas' numbers written on magazine pages, and I'm hearing about her on motorcycles, pregnant with my kid type shit. Like, it was a lot.
Is crazy.
Right. So, you know, I got mad. Like, I got extremely mad. And I cut her off after, like, you know, I had enough. Like, this was after the baby was born. You know, I didn't leave her during the pregnancy.
Yeah.
And I honestly didn't leave her. She left me. But, because she was young and she was taking instruction from her family, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
They kind of in a different mode of doing things. So, you know, they instructed her like, he broke now. Woo, woo.
Yeah.
You know, that type shit.
Yeah, that's how people talk.
Right. So she took my baby and she left after like 30 days after, you know, she was born. She took my baby home with her mother, even though she really wasn't supposed to be around her mother because of some other things that was going on in the mother's background.
Yeah.
Shit. But whatever, you know what I mean? They still was a good family. They still took care of my daughter immaculately, like, without, you know what I mean? I'll never take no credit from them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
was that your second one?
that's my second daughter, yeah, because I had a son in between my oldest daughter and my second daughter.
So that's your second daughter.
Yeah. But yeah, it was complicated.
You went down a little downward path.
I went a downward path, but the anger from losing that woman and my child
and the record deal
in my mind and the record deal and all that, it made me become a pimp.
That's when you got into the...
That's when I got into pimping, like, because selling drugs, I didn't really like that, like, because I seen things, like, within my family structure that
and I see things within my family.
Right, like, you know, you see certain things like
drugs do to people.
Right. You know what I mean? So it made me like, you know, because no family is immune. Like, you all have one.
Yep.
You all have
at least one
that's overly indulging and getting high and shit like that.
And everybody, a lot of people probably have people that they lost to that shit.
Yeah. Hold on. Yes, you can have a Pop-Tart.
He said, yes, you can have a Pop-Tart.
One of my sons texted me about Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts are good. We're talking about Pop-Tarts. Yeah, but Pop-Tarts are good. Okay, enough with the Pop-Tarts, but who's thinking about...
Endorsement?
Pop-Tarts are good. Yes, Pop-Tarts.
I'm a father. I endorse Pop-Tarts all day.
Pop-Tarts.
Kids love Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, they do love Pop-Tarts.
But, yeah, so, yeah, I went through that downhill period where I lost my baby moms I was trying to marry, and which in turn, that translated to me being a young dumbass nigga. That translated I lost my baby moms and my kid. And I just went rogue, and I
got into another game.
Opportunity presented itself, because here's the crazy part. I didn't go there voluntarily. I was working. I had a job at Pathmark. I was making like $500 a week. Terrible money management skills at the time. And I'm living in the house that my grandmother paid for before she died. She made her last payment. It was hers. So I knew that my auntie and them, all they had to do was make sure the taxes was maintained on their dead mother's house, and I could give them X amount of dollars a month, and I could help them with that.
Yeah.
So I was trying to do that. Somehow I got lost because I was dealing with a female who was scantily clad. You know what I'm saying? To put mildly. She was scantily clad at the time, but she was a young chick at the time too. She just had a way about, finessing niggas and dealing with the hood. Yeah.
It's a lot of young girls.
I had niggas coming at me telling me, D, yo, you're shorty, yo, like, woo, woo, woo. I'm like, word. So there came an instance where, I had some people around, shit was not going the way I wanted it to go. I had some people around and there wasn't no money coming in. My little brother had an idea. I had an idea. And I needed to make this idea happen, but I needed something to spark that idea. So I had went to these Italians I know. Because my grandmother just passed away. And I remember them Italian guys being at my grandmother's funeral. They handed my father and my auntie in them envelopes. You feel me? Like, you understand what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, that taught me something because, I've watched Goodfellas. I've watched The Godfather. I know what time it is.
Yeah.
So, I went to those same guys and I was like, hey, listen, I'm struggling right now. I don't want to lose my house. My grandmother worked her ass off for 30 years to pay for this house. I need a job. I'll do whatever it takes. Y'all, somebody owe you some money, I'll go get it for you. If I can't get it, I'll handle, logistics, like whatever. Trying to get in. Dude looked at me straight faced and was like, Dwain. Dwain. Like, you feel me? He called me by my government name because he knew me since I was an infant child before I probably came out my mother's belly.
Yeah.
He's like, Dwain, I love you. I love your family. But your father would kill every person in my family if I gave you the kind of job you're asking me for right now.
Yeah.
I said, yo, but I'm like that. Like, I can go do it. I don't even know if I'm like that, really.
You're just saying,
I'm just saying, like, I'm like that, whatever. I just need it. Like, I got babies to feed. I'm kind of out of my mind.
So you're just thinking irrationally.
So I'm just, like, thinking irrationally. Like, I'm like that. I ain't never, it's not that I never did with a woo-woo-woo. But I don't know if I'm like that. You feel me?
There's some dangerous people.
No, because being like that and just putting in a little bit of work here and there is very different.
Yeah.
So, but I'm telling him, like, I'm like that. You know what I'm saying?
Because you got to.
Right. So, he's like, you know what? What I can do for you is this. I know you heard the stories about your little girlfriend up in there. She got laying up on you for free.
Yeah.
I got a guy that owns a club over here in this town. I'll give him a call. And when I talk to him, I'm going to come back to you and tell you to take her over there. Just drop her off and you'll come back, you'll have some money.
So they introduced you to the game.
Right. So from that point, that's when I went through my thing. Like I started from there. Like he called me one day. He was like, yo, it's time. And I got shorty together. I found some outfits that I thought was, like that for that type of event.
That day and time, too.
Right. So I got my man Smooth. Shout out to my nigga Smooth, wherever he at. He was the choir boy. He was like the preacher boy in my crew. Nah, he was really in the church. Like, I used to take this nigga to...
He's like in the church.
Nah. I'll tell you about him, because, like, this nigga literally was a keyboardist for a church.
Yeah.
But he saw my life and was like, yo, I need to... What are you doing?
Yeah.
So... But he was a good guy. Like, he honestly was, like, instrumental in helping me grow from that infantile point in the game I was in. But, I dropped her off to the club one day. My nigga Boogie was with me. This was when I didn't need, assistance with driving at the time. And it was just one girl. And I took her to the club and I knocked on the door. They opened the door. Matter of fact, I didn't knock on the door. It was a bouncer. Yeah. I told them, I'm looking for a person. I'm not going to say his name. Yeah. I looked for a person. That person came to the door. He looked at me. I said, so-and-so sent me. He looked at me up and down. He looked at the girl up and down. He said, "You come with me. You come back at 3 a.m." I ain't asked no questions.
Yeah.
Cause I knew my people's like
they linked you.
Right. I'm like, all right. I left her there. Came back. It was food in my refrigerator. It was like I had bread. Like it was okay. You know what I mean?
Everything was back okay.
Right. Like that quick. Boom. Now, mind you, I still got a job. So I'm not like dying, but I'm dead in terms of having real motion.
Yeah.
And then from there, you know, my cousin seen my move because I was doing that one thing every month that was putting a nice infusion in. I did that for like 2 months. And then old girl had an idea. She was like, I got some friends that's like me. And I'm like, yeah.
Went from there.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, right. You know what I'm saying? So then she came and she went and got her homegirls, and it went from 1 to like 4. And so I put 4 down, you know, and I was taking them to the spot. And now you feel me? I'm building my thing. That 4 turned into like 7 because my little brother Meatball went out one day with me in the rain to go. I forget what the fuck we was going to do. I think we was going to look for some weed. And we was looking for weed in the rain. Right. Niggas ain't outside, so I'm kind of like going through a thing because I need my bud.
Or else you need to knock on someone's door like, yo.
Right. You know, but I didn't fuck with niggas like that. Like back then in Jersey, you don't just knock on them.
And I didn't, even back in the days when I did that, I didn't want people knocking on my door. You know?
Right.
Like, yo, if you want it, catch me when I'm outside or send me a message, you know?
Yeah. Hold on. I got some action on my phone. I got to see who's talking. I got to put my glasses on. Oh, yeah. You want to...
What happened?
She's saying fix the phone. You can't see me.
Oh, that's because we're not leaning in.
Oh, I'm not leaning in.
Are they talking about TikTok? Are they on TikTok? TikTok is just me. We're not really showing too much on TikTok. So they'd have to go to YouTube to see us both.
Right.
Because YouTube, you can see us both. It's TikTok, you only see.
Yeah, I'm about to find out. We working.
Hey, Via, if you're still in here, could you see us both?
I can't see. I'm an old. I'm 49.
I can see us both in the phone.
No, listen, I'm 49. I wear glasses when I look at my phone. She said you got to read the comments. She on TikTok.
Hold on.
Maybe you got to angle the shit right so they could see us both.
My daughters, we can't see them. True to the game. Thank you, food. Oh, they got the gifts. Yeah, I'll hold this camera like this. That's better. I really like the TikTok.
Man, no, sit it somewhere, man.
I can't. We're gonna fall off. That's why I said I need, like, if you get that table up higher, I could do it. But yeah, they said they can't. I think.
Well, then you could hold.
Thank you, food.
This your show.
I'm not worried about the.
Right.
You know, TikTok. You come to YouTube. Click on the link in my bio. You can find it on YouTube. You'll see us both. And thank you, food, for the hide it out. Appreciate that. We're on both apps.
We appreciate all gifts.
But but the most.
I'm just here as a guest.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Switch back to the YouTube.
I love Jerry though.
True to the game.
Yeah, that's my dog right there. That's my dog head right there.
Yeah. So let them know, like, the TikTok was just so people know we're live. I gave True to the Game. I gave you a follow. We're just in a commercial break right now.
Right.
YouTube, we're in a commercial break. But if you come to the YouTube, you'll see us both. It's just that.
Nah, I ain't been sauced in a minute, and I ain't had a chance to really tell my side of the story. Like, you know, music is a foul business, but I'm not mad at the game.
But you're going to see the full interview on YouTube, because after it's done with the interview, it's going to be uploaded, which takes about 24 to 48 hours.
Right. Anything you missed.
They said, I was there.
Nah, absolutely. I salute anybody that's here right now. I love all of y'all.
Yeah, I knew we wasn't showing the whole thing on TikTok.
I ain't for everybody, and I know that. Like, niggas be acting like they can't fucking support my movement, and that's fine, because God sent me strangers. I don't trip off nothing.
Shit, I was a stranger when we met. We were strangers when we met.
Right.
So everybody was a stranger at one point. So.
Right. So,
and we're paying attention to YouTube too, but we're talking to the people on TikTok right now.
nah, absolutely. I love YouTube. I love TikTok. I love all media
Instagram.
platforms. Instagram.
Makes
Facebook.
it a lot easier to connect with people.
Yeah. Your mama's cell phone. Text
Your
messages.
mama's cell phone.
Oh, my bad. But nah.
Someone said something that was filtered.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
What'd they say?
I don't know. You can't see it. It was filtered.
Well, that's some horse shit.
They just have to reword it or something. But yeah, if I had to, I'll get my other phone to go on TikTok because this one's about to, the battery about to die on this one. But we're on YouTube, so just click on the link on YouTube.
Yeah, go to YouTube.
And you'll see both of our faces.
Nah, absolutely. I'm right here.
Yeah. So
in front of the live
the
camera.
TikTok's just been sitting on the floor just to let people know we're on YouTube.
Nah,
I should have put go to YouTube in my. It's cool. Just go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. YouTube. So I'm putting the phone back down.
Right.
I'll put it on Billy instead of me. There you go.
There you go.
You get to see Billy instead of me.
All right. So
they're probably like, "Where's Saltine?" I was like, "That's him right there."
Nah, right.
He's
I'm the
Saltine.
brown cracker.
He's the graham cracker.
I'm the graham cracker.
Okay. So I know you got into the pimping for a while.
So yeah.
How long was you in that?
That introduced me to the life. 17 years.
And then when did you get? I think you were around sometime after you got out of that. When did you get into the Empire Records and start doing music again?
Honestly, Jesus. I did my thing for 17 years.
They said I see y'all. Yeah, they said see both of us.
Right.
Someone was watching us on TikTok, and I just got the phone weirdly on the floor. Cause that's me.
Nah, we hood.
So we were doing it the hood way, so they could see only one or the other. But I was like, but they could hear us. They just said they couldn't see both of us. So I put the phone on Billy since he's the one getting an interview. So we're on both platforms. But YouTube, I told them if they go to YouTube, they'll see us both in the camera.
Yeah, so I started doing my thing at the dude put me on at the spot. Shout out to him. I can't say his name. I don't want to.
Yeah, no names. Sometimes it'll be to protect the innocent.
Right. I love my innocent folk.
They're innocent.
They just trying to come up.
Everybody's innocent.
I know the ones who mean harm and the ones who don't. That's just doing what's there. But so, he put me on to something, and so then I had like a couple guys that was around me that I knew was good for protection. Mm-hmm. Shout out to my nigga Heidi White and T Boogie. You feel me? My nigga Chuck. Fucking Chuck.
I know Chuck, right?
No, you don't know Chuck.
Who's the one that be following me that I'm cool with? He was from Empire Records?
No.
You know what I'm talking
Corey.
about.
Talking about Corey Defiance.
The one that went with you to the show that we hooked you up in Atlanta.
Dre.
It was
one
talking
about Dre.
Yeah, you remember?
Either Dre or Dari ain't never.
Shout out to the show in Atlanta. That was a couple years ago, though.
Talking about at the Georgia Convention.
Yeah, the one I put.
Yeah. That's my shit. Take It Easy. I performed it in front of Ugly Money Meech.
Oh yeah, Take It Easy. Check it out. It's on all streaming platforms. I need you.
The
reboot. I need y'all to. It's on TikTok. So if y'all could do a TikTok dance to it, Take It Easy. I'm going to share it. I'm going to use it as a sound. So if anybody on TikTok, take the sound, use it, and create a dance for it. It's called Take It Easy. It's like a club song. It is a club song.
Nah, yeah, it's some 50
Check it out.
shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Take It Easy. I'm not going to sing it.
Nah, we ain't singing.
Yeah, we're not singing. I'm not going to sing it.
Nah, but so, yeah. About that time, I took about 17 years break. But I still did music. Like, I managed to come up on another deal during the time that I was doing my thing.
Shout out to Tango Smooth Hayes Shane.
Yeah.
Chuck.
Tango. Yeah.
I was reading the name.
My bad. Shout out to Tango, Hayes, Smooth. Shout out to Hayes.
Chuck. It said Chuck.
Shout out to Mecca Don. Shout out to, my niggas. Like, straight up. Killer. Killer Quran, my nigga. I went through some shit with them niggas. My nigga Sammy, DJ E Nice.
All right, let's get to the story before we get to Empire Records.
So, okay. I end up catching a deal.
Y'all
with these
laughing.
guys called Esteem Records.
Oh, subscribe to my YouTube if you haven't. So if you're in here and haven't subscribed to my YouTube, I'm also promoting my YouTube. And Billy Dollaz, he got a YouTube too. Subscribe to his. Yours is just Billy Dollaz, right?
Billy Dollaz Vivo, official Billy Dollaz,
Yeah.
everything.
So subscribe to both of our
Yeah,
YouTubes.
subscribe to my everything. I'm official Billy Dollaz on most of that shit.
Yeah. And you can find
if
him
you Google
on
me, you can find me.
And you'll find him on my pages anyway.
BILLYDOLLAZ.
And I tag him in most of my stuff when I promote him, so you'll see,
Right.
his tag if you're on my page.
This family right here, we ain't on no new shit.
Okay, let's go back.
So-
we go from promoting to talking.
Right.
But we still got to promote, so they need to know.
Right. Get at me on all platforms. But so yeah, after the Warlock thing, me and Tank, I went to jail, came home, tried to finish the album. They shelved the shit out of me. I ain't really hear nothing, know nothing, see nothing. So I just went on about my business. And
That other game you got into.
yeah, then I got into the other shit and I was making money. Like by the end of my first year, I bullshit you not, I probably made $1 million. Like I went from 1 to 4, 4 to 7, 7 to like 20 in like 3 weeks.
And we didn't know each other at this time, so
Nah,
we're both on
right.
different paths.
I'm a different path. I'm in
Yeah,
Jersey.
I'm in Boston doing
I
my
just
thing.
know females that was going through a thing where they wanted to make a lot of money real fast, real easy. So I told them what works for them, and
And then I think I had a bullshit back in the day because I had an officer pull up to me back then when some officer rode up on me, was like, yo, I was like, what's up? It was like, you got a hit put out on you.
oh
And
shit.
then I was like, but I'm still out here. I'm out here every day. So I don't know if it was bullshit or not, but an officer told me that during that time because we're all on different paths.
Right, we was going through things,
Yeah.
But I
was like, I don't think I'm that much that someone
my
want to put a hit
loss-
on me.
Yeah, my loss in love took me down the dark road of, some shit that I ain't know shit about.
Mhm.
I was getting into it increment by increment, and the increments that I came into the game, it was like, yo, this is where we going right now. So, at first it started off real innocent. It was nothing sinister at all, no under the table
All right,
shit.
Bia.
But then I learned about the under the table shit.
Mhm.
And I had other guys approaching me because they felt like my percentage that they hearing I was taking was too little for what I was doing.
Mhm.
So I didn't know that there was like a whole pimp council and all this. Like, I didn't.
I think because it was because when I went to Atlanta,
No, it's a real
because you
thing.
had Magic, what's his name, Magic Don Juan.
No, right. I'll go into that because
That's
shout
how
out
I
to
found
Bishop
out.
Magic Juan. I got a lot of game from him over the course of my years.
The only reason why I
because
found out about
he became
pimping.
a sponsor through his clothing line, Honeycomb, that he.
You know how I found out about the pimp game? It's just weird. I was never in it. I had females, so I was a player. So there's a difference. That's what people need to understand.
Nah,
I've been with
absolutely.
mad females, but when I came down here to Atlanta with some females, these two girls that were staying with me, then I lived with them in Atlanta. That's when they introduced me to like a bunch. There is a pimp council. There is hierarchy to pimpancy.
It's a hierarchy.
And when I went out
Right.
with them, because they had, they had people they knew was in the game. They never did what they did. They just knew because they had brothers and shit. And I got introduced to this game in Atlanta. And tell you the truth, it's a whole. They ain't about violence. They only, if it.
No, listen, it's strictly
business.
You got to keep it playing, keep it peace.
Mhm.
It's all about being professional.
Business.
It's
still
never
business.
a personal item where you're supposed to get all emotionally invested.
That's why
in
they
things
said
like
when
that.
a woman chooses up, you got to let them go.
Right.
So that's what
you have to let her go.
But a lot of men go to the abusive stage.
Right.
Not everybody, but
Right.
that's not how a pimp is
I've been
supposed to
labeled
work.
listen, I've been labeled a woman beater, all kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's a difference between a faggot bitch and a bitch out of pocket and all that. It's levels to the shit. You just gotta understand
And
how
I
it
gotta
works.
tell you, when I went to Atlanta, I was in love with Chocolate City, but Billy understands that.
Listen.
Yeah, I love black women.
He
And,
just light skinned.
And so Atlanta, when I came down here in the early 2000, Big Meech era, I seen it all. A lot of people didn't know that. I was out here for a year during that era, so I seen the game and I learned a lot of stuff from the game. Not not like I was in it, but I learned a lot of stuff and how things move and how things operate. And there was a better way, because come from the north, there was more violence. When you go down the south, it's more business. But that was back. You learned a lot in the game back then from traveling. A lot of people just stuck in their city. So when I went to Atlanta, I learned a whole different culture. And everybody's like, yeah, how did you survive in a black neighborhood? I was like, because people ain't racist as you think. White people ain't as racist as you think. Black people ain't as racist as you think.
That shit is an illusion.
Yeah,
my life is a testament to that illusion.
They put out there that people are racist because there are racist people. Black people that hate white people that hate black people. Most of the time, people do get along. And I was around all that culture. I was around all black people. Not one person bothered me. Not one person tried to hurt me. Not one person tried to rob me. So people saying that black culture is all gang violence, which is an illusion. The same thing when they say all white people is racist, that's an illusion. You got people that are out there that are racist, white people that are racist, black people that don't like white people. But at the end of the day, most of the time, as long as you ain't out here being a dumbass or doing dumb shit, you're going to get along with people. And when I was in Atlanta, I didn't feel no hate. And I was in the all-black neighborhoods. Back then, Martin Luther King Boulevard, Freaknik. No one ever looked at me different because of the color of my skin. And I never looked at people different than the color of their skin. And there were white people out there. There were black people out there, even though it was majority black. But no one started trash with nobody. Even when I was with black woman, no white person ever came at me wrong for being with black woman. No black person ever came wrong for being with white woman. You have those one-offs that it do happen, but at the end of the day, most people do get along with each other. So society's fooling you that we all hate each other, that we all don't like each other, that we all violent, which is not true. Because at the end of the day, it's all about character. So I got along with everybody. Everybody I rode with got along with me. So when people say, oh, you go to this neighborhood, you don't belong there, you go here, you don't belong there, that's a bunch of BS, because you could go wherever you want. No matter where I went, I got love. You had those couple one-offs that people act like assholes. The same thing when my boy, he stepped away, bro. He went to St. Sure, he had one-offs too. At the end of the day, most people do get along with each other. As long as you ain't doing dumb shit and causing trouble, most people ain't gonna be out here trying to hurt you. They make it seem like people want to hurt people all the time because of who they are, because of the violence in the neighborhood. But even the neighborhoods that are violent, most people do get along with each other. Most people love each other. Most people don't want to see the violence. At the end of the day, violence does happen. But at the end of the day, I think more people love each other than people think. More people will get along with each other than people think. And nor am I smoking. And I'm waiting for Billy to come back so we can get back on his story. But other than that, I never noticed no hate. We got people who don't like you. That's always going to happen. There's going to be people who don't like you for whatever reason they don't like you. Whether you got money, whether you're broke, whether they, for some reason. But at the end of the day, like I said, I've been to white neighborhoods, I've been to black neighborhoods. I'm sure Billy been to all white neighborhoods. No one bothered him. It's just a matter of the people you run into. But most
how
people,
you present yourself.
Yeah. But most people, you're going to have assholes. There's going to be assholes no matter where you go. Right. But most of the time, most people are just normal people. They're working everyday people. You know, they're out here just trying to make money, just trying to survive. They want peace. They ain't out here causing trouble. So when people say, oh, you going to the hood, what do you think? Everybody in the hood is a gang member? You know, everybody in the hood's violent? Like, I've been to all black neighborhoods and I've been to poor white neighborhoods, and not everybody's violent. People just want to live and get by and live their life peacefully and try to make money. And the same thing if you go to neighborhoods that's all white and Billy's black, most people ain't going to bother him. You're going to have some asshole out there that's just going to be an asshole.
Right.
But
you know what? How you handle yourself is everything. Yeah. You know, that's a part of life that has always kept me in the places I was supposed to be doing what I was supposed to do.
And the reason why people get unalived is because they get caught up in their emotions. So you have to just, like, when we're younger, you're going to get in your emotions. You're going to get in your feelings. Sometimes you got to just learn to be like, fuck you, and keep it moving. And
Jesus.
And it takes a lot for me to
Jesus.
Jeez. It takes a lot for me to learn that because this time Billy had to talk to me and like, Saltine, calm down. It ain't worth it.
I mean, listen.
We all get in those.
We all go through our shit. Like,
I'm like, yeah, I want to take him out.
It goes without saying.
And
we
like,
all go through our shit, and you just gotta be smart. Like,
like,
and I make sure that
you
my
want,
boys.
You
want
to take him out because he pissed you off? Yeah, basically at this point, yeah. But it's no reason to, because if you think about it and take time to sit and think about it, as long as you don't react at that time, you realize, yeah, he called me a bitch, but is his life really worth taking because he just said that?
Right.
Sometimes
how long we been on? Like 2 hours?
Yeah, yeah. And let's get to Empire Records.
Okay, right. We've been doing the damn thing.
Yeah. So and then how did Empire Records come about after the Pimp Game and after?
Okay, so I had got cooped up with this guy Carlos at Esteem Records for a quick minute.
Do you know this person?
He had me doing interviews. What's the name?
I can't read it.
I can't.
You know, we're both blind. I had to walk up on the camera.
Mechadon. Yeah, that's my dog.
Okay. He was laughing when I was talking.
Right. So I got cooped up with Empire because I started out with my guy Carlos at Esteem Records. He started having me do, like, I met him doing my thing on the, with the girls or whatever. Mm-hmm. And he pulled up on me in a Lambo one day. So obviously I'm gonna give you the time of day to listen to what you're talking about. Cause when he asked me at the party, he was just like, yo, like, I need some girls for a video shoot, woo, woo, woo. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, oh, all right, I could get with that. I like music, I do rap, you know what I'm saying?
And there's nothing that they have to do anything but be in the video.
Be in the video. It wasn't nothing, so I'm thinking, all right, I'm about to get a little bag off of just furnishing some females for a music video. Okay.
That's what we do.
Right, that's what we do. So
I definitely did that.
I brought the girls to the shoot. I'm not gonna throw the rapper name out there. Matter of fact, I am. His name was Uzo.
What years was this about?
I wanna say
mid-2000s?
Nah, this was like 03.
Okay.
04. Mm-hmm. Mind you, me and Tango done been separate for like 4 years already.
It's like 04.
Right, so it's like 04. I'm just like really coming into my thing, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. My thing with the girls. I'm coming into that. So I got with Carlos and, I told him like, yo, I got a record for you. So I played him some music. Who is this?
Magnificent
B. Yeah. That's my bro.
All right, I gave him a follow back.
Yeah,
yes,
B.
accepted.
That's
okay.
B. Yeah, my nigga B. Yeah.
Okay. So they're following on TikTok too, which is good. I mean, both platforms.
Right. So,
if it dies, don't worry about it. We're on YouTube. We still got like over 50% on YouTube, link in bio.
Right. Go to the YouTube. It'll last longer.
It does.
Right.
This phone I'm an idiot. I didn't fully charge this one.
Right. Probably got 90 apps open.
Yeah, probably.
So I got with Carlos. He met me at a locked door, like an after hours spot one day. Mm-hmm. He saw that I had girls. He recruited me to bring some girls to a video shoot for his artist that he was trying to produce. So I came, I brought the girls. Hey you,
and we got Billy drinking out here. I got Billy drinking.
Right. Nobody give me the drink, but he got me drinking AU.
Yeah.
Right. So when I came there, I told him I rap, and I let him listen to some of my shit. I gave him a CD because I had CDs printed up because I was still trying to press the lane, but not as adamantly, because I'm in a transition, and then the music business itself was in transition. I didn't know this though.
Yeah, to like streaming and shit, other shit.
So I basically I ran with Carlos for a little minute. He introduced me to Millie Quesada's son. Millie Quesada is like the Jay-Z of merengue music as far as like status and so he introduced me to her son, Miguel Vasquez. He's a radio host at La Mega in New York. Mm-hmm. He's probably one of the top radio hosts. He's very, good guy. He produced a bunch of records for me that I probably can't even find.
Probably, yeah, I know you.
Right now, I was
records
living a
and
crazy life, bro. Like I had records. They was like I got a lot of records lost in the world. But yeah, I learned. I met them, and basically, all of that amounted to nothing. Like I had a deal with Carlos. I signed the paper.
This was Empire.
Nah, this was Esteem Records. I signed the paper.
Oh,
it was a $750,000 deal. I still have no team, no ways of anybody helping me manage money. I'm doing my thing in the streets, so I'm making money, but I'm like in this weird place. You know what I'm saying? And I'm living okay. I'm not homeless. I got cribs I could go to. I'm like set up. You know what I mean? I'm not like in no way kind of fucked up. But I don't know, something just wasn't clicking right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how I end up running into this guy online. He saw my work and he emailed me one day, dude from Imperial Media Creations. His name is Corey Austin. He runs IHE Media. Damn, I can't think of the name of his new magazine. He's got a new magazine though. He does marketing. He's a good guy. And he had Empire Distribution under IMC Music Group. So I'm like, all right, bet. And he had not just Empire, but he also had Symphonic, you know, which is some shit you could buy, whatever, you know, whatever. So I'm like, all right, he know more about the game than me. So I went and I started putting music in his hands. Because I was always creating. The one thing that never stopped with me was the creation process. Like I would be in the studio, I would make mad records. You know what I'm saying? So I came to him and I had records and we put them out through the Empire portal that he had for IMC Music Group. And Rocky was the one single that took off.
And he used the Rocky, the little thing where he's
he got the speech from, you know, the Rocky speech.
Which is a good speech. That is definitely a memorable speech. It's rare.
Right, you know, and that record took off. Like, you know, and I'm assuming
how hard you get hit. It's how hard you hit back.
Right, it's how hard you hit back. You know, how hard you can keep going, you know, that type shit. So, and I was going through a rough time in my life when I wrote that record, which is crazy because
That's
so much
that
happened.
Came out so good in the lyrics.
Right, because so much had happened. The only thing I had at that particular time that was of any fucking credible use was the fact that I had a guy who believed in me, which his name was Michael Conklin. You know what I'm saying? From Urban Alliance Entertainment. He paid for the studio session. So he told me, find a studio in Atlanta and I'll pay for the session. So I went and I found the one guy I knew who was nice, which was Lex Dirty from Nappy Roots. You know what I'm saying? I went and I found Lex.
Nappy Roots down here.
Yeah.
In Atlanta.
Atlanta, Tennessee. He was from Chattahoochee, Tennessee, I believe.
Yeah, but he got a house in there.
Right, he passed away, you know what I'm saying, when we was in the midst of cooking up something.
Yeah.
He was about to bring me on to Atlantic, but that's another story too.
Welcome in, Brandon.
Yeah, so he
That your boy Brandon or?
That may be. Shout out to Brandon.
Shout out to Brandon. Maybe, you know, people got different names on different apps, so
you know.
I never know someone without Brandon.
So, I'm on Empire and I'm dropping records and the Rocky joint took off. Like, he sent me a statement one month. I had like probably 1.8 million streams. I was like, I'm thinking it's some big dog shit because I don't understand how music is so.
You got a lot
up.
of streams even now though.
Nah, yeah, you know. But all that shit don't mean nothing. Like $1 million streams is like
pay.
$4,000. Like it's nothing.
Yeah, it would have been a lot more back in the days.
Right. That's like, to me, 1 million streams for a nigga from my era.
It's $1 million.
Is $1 million. I sold
99
1 million
cents a single.
99 cents a single. So, you know, I'm thinking in my mind that's some big shit. But
that's what I'd be thinking.
It was something different. Right. So, you know, the reality was way different. You know, but nevertheless, you know, the Rocky record took off. Yeah. And then, you know, a Latin artist, he heard the song, I guess, and he took the beat and he did something with it, and his song got even more streams. He did like 6.2 million.
Is that the one when I reached out and
the
lawyers?
Yeah. The lawyers came up and we had to go
through all that. That's when I had to reach out to try to get that money.
Nah, but we got it though.
Yeah, so
it came. So it was nothing. You know what I'm saying? So like got
them beats on.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, the Empire experience was good because it helped me get a record out there without no marketing, no promotion, really, like just us doing our grassroots thing, pushing it out to the people we knew. And but it still did millions. Like right now, that shit viral on TikTok. Like got like 8 million streams on TikTok from just people watching the videos that was made using the shit.
And then I think you got 2 million listeners or something. I was like,
nah, yeah, I got 2 million like in the last 2 years. Yeah. Like we did 2 million streams, like something like. And I mean,
you think it would equate to $2 million instead of 8,000?
I would love for it to equate to $2 million, but the reality of it is this. Mm-hmm. You know, they got the numbers fucked up when it comes to the streaming. But I know for a fact.
Thank you, Brandon.
I know for a fact that 2 million actual people heard my shit because I ain't put a fucking dime into none of that marketing and promotion. Imagine if I promote my shit. Mm-hmm. Over time, I've gained over 20 million streams on various music platforms over the internet. Spotify, Apple, Reverb Nation, Apple Music, SoundCloud, TikTok, all these different
TikTok, Facebook.
Like people have heard my shit, but it's so many people in the world. Like that's like a drop in the pond type shit. So it's like
there's billions of people. So that's like even like 1%.
Yeah, basically. But even still, it's a good percentage.
Good. Yeah.
For somebody who ain't dump a dime in the marketing and promotion,
because most people can't even get over 1,000 views, 1,000 streams.
Like I did that with nothing. Like I literally was just record. Put it in distribution, let it go.
And I think this was around the time that we
maybe pitch it to the Spotify for artists, pitch it to the playlist, maybe pitch it to the playlist on Amazon.
And I think this was around the time we met.
Yeah, when we met during my Empire era, right towards the end of Empire.
Yeah, that's how we got.
And when I came in the Dirty South
to the lawyer about getting the money for them using your beat,
right?
Because you gave me the name and everything. Yeah, the game is dirty. People will use your beat and hope you don't catch it. I had that issue. Remember I told you someone sold me the beat?
Yeah.
Which we put a music video out for. But the good thing is I know the people, shout out BMF, they let me use the beat. That was their beat. But they didn't look for no money for it.
Yeah.
And the producer, lied. And that's how friendships get ruined. At least be honest. They told me it was chopped and screwed. That wasn't chopped and screwed. That was the whole beat.
The game is so fucked now. My next project is going to be an NFT. Like after Apex Predator, everything I release is going to be an NFT because at the end of the day, I realized something that Tory Lanez did. Yes, pour something.
We're going to pour something. Shout out to Drink Champs, Apex Predator. The song with Noriega is on there.
Still thugging. I just dropped We Not Done with Rod Digger.
Shout out to Drink Champs podcast.
I got Gucci coming soon. Me, Gucci, and Brasco.
I'm gonna add my whole shit in, but Rod Digger holler at me.
No, she's married.
Okay, holler at me to get on the podcast though. That we could do.
Right, she's married.
Yeah,
be respected.
I didn't know she was married.
Right, but, I don't even know the guy because she didn't marry the person I thought she.
But she mad cool. That's what I'm saying. I met her. I took pictures with her.
Always respect because she's one of the few.
But I need to get her on my podcast, y'all. Y'all need it. 13 Ghosts. If you watch 13 Ghosts, she's on that movie too.
Right. One of my favorite flicks. Yeah.
That 13 Ghosts, shout out Rod Digger. She a good person. I talked to her, I spoke with her. But now it's been years, so now I have to try to get on my podcast.
Right. Thank you, sir. I'm about to say some funny shit actually.
About Rob or about
No, shout out to no.
Do it.
No.
Come on, let's do it. Let's do a shout out.
Shout out to Cal Dawson.
Yes, let's go. Okay, this is how the whole...
No. We're not going there yet because I'm still telling my story.
Yeah, then
so wait.
Cal Dawson's part of your story, though.
I know, but we ain't get there yet. This shit gonna be long as hell.
Shout out Cal. Shout
out to Cal Dawson.
Shout out Murder Inc. and shout out BMF. This is all the three that are involved.
Right. Shout out to J Swish. You know, my nigga.
Shout out V, Lady V.
Right.
She was part of this.
Right. All that.
And everybody in my family was part of the whole situation.
So as the Empire shit,
but yeah, let's go ahead.
I rolled from Empire, basically, then I had my own distribution. Then I met
they said you got my boy drinking. Brandon said they got
Yeah,
he come with me. Ask him every time he out with me. I make sure I bring a whole bottle. Like we don't play. I bring whole bottles.
Yeah.
And this is almost halfway gone. So we did a lot of.
This is horrible. I'm going to die, and I have to work.
He'll be all right.
No.
I'm gonna rest before I drive home though, so I'm gonna,
Absolutely. It's always gonna be the wind down.
I gotta
Yeah, we got a smorgasbord of
food
delectabilities around here. But so
let's do this before.
Yeah.
Go ahead. But the thing is, I made sure I didn't bring the strongest.
Thank you.
It got a flavor to it, so it cuts the vodka out. So,
not that much.
Shout out AU Vodka. You know, you could sponsor us since we promoted this a bunch of times.
If you come through for my homeboy, I'll come on this show as much as I can. I will become a co-host. We'll do this shit every weekend if that's what y'all want to do. Let's get y'all popping, because y'all popping with us.
And we like to drink. It's good.
Nah, for
and
real.
We got all
like
flavors,
genuine.
but I got the
We'll
black.
endorse you regardless. The point is, fuck with us.
If you help with us, help us, sponsor us, help push our stuff up, we got you.
But yeah, so
I
ain't even go through the parts of the story where
They said they got an idea. Hit us up, Brandon. Subscribe to my podcast, Brandon. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube,
Warrior Podcast.
I have to tell people it's free because I don't know why people think they got to pay to subscribe to YouTube. It is free to subscribe. So
just hit the fucking bell.
Yeah, just hit subscribe. That's all you got to do. And then you get my subscribers get up, more people will follow, more people will tune in, and we could keep pushing. And then Billy's going to help get some people on my podcast. I wasn't going to pick up my phone,
but I was.
But go ahead. Let's go with the Empire. After you're done texting.
Yeah, this is my wife. Hold on.
Oh, you got to answer her. Let me charge my phone. This phone died. You could talk after you're done texting.
Nah, yeah, I'm gonna go back to where we was at with I'm going from Warlock. Well, we didn't go from. We already passed Warlock. We passed Warlock.
We're on Empire.
We're on Empire. We going from Empire to Dirty South now. I just gotta hold on. My wife is requesting something. I did that without my glass. How about that? Right. So basically, I left. I was with Corey over at Imperial Media Creations. We dropped a couple projects. Rocky took off a little bit. It didn't really do like stellar, but it did a couple of million streams on various platforms, which was good for shit going. It's actually picking up more steam now. It's on radio. Shout out to Plan A Radio in Los Angeles. Also, shout out to Red Lake Nation Radio. So we basically took that record. I'm still running with that record. I own the masters, regardless of it being a project I released through IMC. And Michael Conklin is part owner of those masters because he actually paid for the session, and Lex Dirty recorded it, mixed it. It's one of the last things he did before he passed away, because he passed away like a month after. So, shout out to him for all the input, because we was about to do a big deal with Atlantic, because I had enough stats already where they was going to sign me to a deal regardless. You know what I'm saying? So I was supposed to sign to Atlantic. No, yeah. I get it.
They said you got a phone. Are they asking me if I got a phone or you?
Why would you ask me if I got a phone?
They must be asking me.
Of course I got a phone.
Brandon actually got a phone. They said I got it. You got a phone. I got a phone.
I got phones, iPads, all kinds.
Yeah, we all got phones. That's what we're on now. I'm on the phone doing this. Well, okay, let's go. Just looking-
Right. So, we on location. You know what I'm saying? We at my Shangri-La. We in my little place of zen where I could relax and kick back.
I drove to the other side of town.
Right. So, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the transition from Empire to Dirty South was easy because Empire, the situation with IMC and Empire, he was transitioning into something else. So I had to transition into something else. I ended up with distribution on another platform that allowed me to release records for free. So I didn't have to pay to release my music. So I was still creating, still putting out music, but it just wasn't getting no traction because, again, I'm not spending no money on marketing, you feel me?
Yeah, so of course
but I'm still doing numbers here and there. Like, I drop a song and I do 30,000 in Ukraine or some shit. Like, you know, it was crazy. And I was just like, wow, okay, that's cool. You know, but I was getting them numbers like in different places. Yeah. Saudi Arabia, Lebanon, this, that, and the third. Like, my shit's moving. And I'm like, oh. So the game is outside the country. Like, you know, so that's when I started to key into other things that I was supposed to be in tune with as far as outside of America publishing activities and things like that. You're gonna have to bust me down on that because you got smoke me out. I got one left.
I'll buy more, but we can't.
Nah, yeah, you gotta bust me down on that cigarette though. We got 1.5 cigarettes left. Yeah. And I need parts. Well, but yeah.
We're gonna get cigarettes after this is over.
Yeah, nah. So you know, yeah, I basically because I don't want to sit here and just smoke weed from all day.
I understand.
I do. I will fucking.
I wish we went to the store before we did the podcast.
Nah, you know what's crazy? Because I usually keep shit. Like I don't. I kind of lunched out.
I just think because we're drinking that we're just smoking more.
Nah, yeah, and I lunched out because I'm doing shit at the last minute. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to come outside, and we was doing this in a cut in my backyard and shit. And, you know, it's like just, you know, we at the bottom of the fucking complex. You know, we at the bottom of the house. We just trying to chill out.
I pull up to the gate, and I needed to be let in.
Yeah, I had to come and punch the code in to let him in. You know, it was, you know, you're a little different.
Yeah, I am a little different. I pulled up to the emergency exit.
Right. You ain't pull in through the front because you got to drive through the front gate and get some, you know, you got to put some ground between that.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, but whatever. But whatever.
Yeah, okay.
So the point is, so yeah, around 2020, like me and I had dealt with the guy Michael Conklin at Urban Alliance who paid for the Rocky song to be created. Mm-hmm. I was going through some shit like to where my net worth wasn't matching my liquid assets, like what I could tap into and do. So I was fucked up in a horrible way. Like I was homeless, like I was going through some shit. Mm-hmm. And I recorded the record Rocky with Lex Dirty because Mike paid for it. Mm-hmm. And then I started to climb out of that rut. You know, not because the record took off, but because I was hustling, doing other things. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I kind of just had the ability to kind of step away from my family for a minute and focus on getting my shit together. So I stepped away from my family. I got my shit together, but I was still taking care of my kids, still, you know, trying to progress. And the Rocky record just kept holding strong.
I love the Rocky record, by the way. I got it in my playlist.
Right, the Rocky record kept going strong. And so, you know, eventually, the woman I was with at the time, me and her parted ways. But we still was connected in certain ways. But things just gradually just kept falling apart to the point where we were no longer a functioning asset to our children's lives. And it showed due to the circumstances we was going through. But through that process, that's how I met my wife.
Congrats.
And
congrats on the marriage.
But also, you know, most importantly in 2020, an artist that I was vicariously linked through Michael Conklin with, named Nebrasco, he came into my life and he was a part of Michael Conklin's thing at the time. I met Nebrasco briefly. We, you know, kept our own paths at first.
Shout out Dirty South Records.
Right.
Shout out Nebrasco.
That's what the movement
And
is
you're
from
Dirty
now
South
until
Records.
it's over. Fuck what you talking about.
And I'm part of that. You
Right.
know.
So we like I met Nebrasco in 2020. And little did I know that meeting him was going to change my life effectively. Like, you know what I'm saying? The way, like, did me a complete 180. Like, I went from being fucked up to being great.
Because
like
I was
within
around when it was fucked up era. When we was
right. You saw me when I was going through my worst. Like
yeah.
you was picking me up from the extended stay. Like you already know what it was. Like it was it's no fronting.
We was in the hood over there.
Right.
Trying to
that shit was crazy. Like, you know, I'm dealing with, and I got my kids in there. My baby mom's with me still.
And I told her, I was like, Billy, I got the strap.
We broke it up. But I got my own gun.
We both had the strap. I
had a dirty 32. Nigga, like, what you mean?
I had my 9. I was like, I gotta be careful up in there.
So
that was like the trap.
So you know, I'm going through my thing, and that's around the time No Turning Back video came through.
Shout out No Turning Back. That was a whole movement there.
Right. That was a part where I made a choice. And that song cemented that choice, which is why I'm with my wife now and I'm doing better things.
With Brasco.
No disrespect to my baby moms, but you know, you're better off without me. I'm good over here. And I hope you're good over there. I know you're good over there because, you know, that was the whole reason why you took the actions you took. Great. Whatever is best for you, I always told you that's what I wanted for you. So, you know, other than that, like, at that time that things were turning.
He was with Dirty South with that No Turning Back, or was he not with them?
I just started rocking with him. Like, we had just did, like, Outbreak. Just came around.
And I think I gave you the No Turning Back record a year before we did the video.
Yeah, and we did, right. So, and then Outbreak came, and I went and I did that. And at first I thought it was going to be a one and done thing because initially me and Nebrasco met arguing over album titles. Because his album title was Dollar Yaga and my EP title, his album title was Baba Yaga. Yeah. And my album title was Dollar Yaga. So the similarities was like, okay, I'm cueing in on the John Wick shit. He cueing in on the actual lore. You feel me? So I tried to, you know, we talked about it and he said, yo, I got an idea. You know, and he gave me his idea.
That's when you put me in contact with Nebrasco.
Right. And he gave me an idea, you know what I'm saying, where he said, yo, listen, I'm trying to build something over here. I just started this company and, you know, I'm trying to do great things with it, but that company is going to fuel what I'm doing with my music. And right now, you know, I have an opportunity that I want to present to you. And the rest is pretty much history, like, because I went in, you know, we was arguing about titles and we came out of the end like grown men supposed to and said, yo, we have a common thread. We're trying to crack the code. So we went and did what we did. And now we got features with every legend you could ever think of, from the Bone Thugs and Harmony,
Busta Rhymes, Jadakiss,
you know,
Rod Digger.
Nigga, far as I'm concerned, I ain't never got to make another rap song again because I don't fuck with these new niggas like that. Like,
he got to make a rap song with me, though.
Nah, absolutely. But, like, I'm not saying I don't fuck with the new niggas on the fact that they making music. I don't fuck with them because I make a different type of music. I'm just from a different era.
But the thing is, when I think Billy, we did the song with Exotica and Mad Pup, came a little before Brasco, right?
It was like right in the infancy stages. Like I said, like I can't really, like right now you got me drinking, so it's hard for me to figure out exactly when the two
but the good thing
platforms melded.
But
I think you was around before him.
Yeah, I was before that. I was around because we did the.
But when we actually started getting serious with movement,
that was that time.
That was that time. Like I had already went out. We did Outbreak. We did a couple of other things. We did the joint with Glasses Malone because you put us on.
Shout out for Glasses for working with people.
Right. Glasses taught us into a bunch of shit too. You know what I'm saying?
I met Glasses when he came to Boston. So I told people, the whole Cal Dawson situation wasn't all bad, like people said. I got introduced to some people, so I can't say it was all bad, but there was some lies that were in that situation. But the one thing that was brought together was the no turning back. We brought people together because you met Mad Pup, right?
Yeah.
So we met Matt.
Shout out to Mad Pup.
I knew
That's
Mad Pup
nigga.
before.
Family.
I knew Mad Pup around the same time as Billy. Shout out Exotica. And the thing is, that shows a lot of love when it came to this game. Mad Pup from LA, him and his people.
They showed up.
They showed up deep. So the whole.
Ain't none of my. Hey, listen. Hold up.
Let's go.
Let's make the difference in this. Let's say this how it really played out.
Yeah, let's
right?
go. I came from Boston.
He came from Boston.
With the
I'm
cameras.
in Atlanta.
So
I'm the
you're
only
already there.
nigga in Atlanta, but I got people that, you know, they say they love me, but, you know, they don't show up for shit.
I put it together.
But
I planned this.
He planned it. We promoted it for months in advance. I showed up to the video shoot. None of my people showed up. He showed up.
His people showed up.
And Pup showed up. And Pup showed up with an army.
He brought everybody. Pup
Everybody that was in the video, that was his army.
Shout out to Abba Village. Shout out to Inglewood,
right,
California. Shout out Fort Banger, Bloods, all them out there. Shout out to them. They showed up deep. And shout
Inglewood
out,
family.
Yeah,
that's an Inglewood family.
Inglewood family. That's our Inglewood. So when we go to LA, we're good. Inglewood side, we're going Glasses Malone, Watt side.
Reggie Price, shout out to my niggas. You know, he made an impression on me while he was out here.
Shout out to Exotica, Minnesota.
She a hard ass. Yo, that's my nigga K.
Yeah, she definitely came down.
At first I was kind of weird on her because like of the whole situation with that Cal Dawson shit, but
that's a whole other thing.
That's another
But this
thing.
was before Cal, so this was before
I know. Fuck it, before, after, during.
Yeah.
Listen, at the end of the day, it's none of my fucking business.
Yeah, so we and the problem is, the good thing is that I put the video together, we put everything together, and everybody came from every state. He was already in Atlanta, but the people came from Boston. They came to me. And we all came to him.
And I was at
he found the spot.
I had the spot. Because listen, the spot I found, I'm going to tell y'all how instrumental that was to my growth. That area we was in was the back of the homeless shelter that I stayed in when I was fucked up in Zone 4. That was the parking lot out in the back where it was a nightclub that was up there on Peachtree Street. There was a couple of different, but back
it's
there in the back.
Gentrified now.
Yeah, it's gentrified as hell. They changed that. They bought the property, boarded it up, whatever. But I went back there and shot my video at the place where I had to spend a year of my life because I had to pull my shit back together.
It was a good video shoot.
That video shoot came out dope. Like, they showed me love coming out there to do the shit. And them wasn't even the people that ran the shit. They was just construction workers, but they didn't have to let us do what we did over there.
They just said...
It was a bunch of gang members, and they showed us immaculate love and protection. They wasn't gonna let nobody fuck with us.
They even said that we make sure the police don't bother you, and if police come, we're gonna play dumb.
Right. So right now, they here, they good. We gave them permission. Yeah. It wasn't they was gonna play dumb.
They told us where to park. They told us where to park.
They just said, put your cars right here. Yeah. And y'all do y'all thing. We know y'all ain't harming nothing. Handle your business.
And then they seen we had kids out there. I had my daughters.
Right.
Which I was worried about, but everybody's like, they're good.
Nah, trust me, I brought it with me.
Because they
I had young. Mine in the car.
So I had my little one.
I was looking out for everybody because I didn't know if all the people that came from LA that actually showed up was gonna be okay. So I said, let me put some gun in the car some thing in the car to, make sure that at least somebody can throw something back if they get. But
Mad Pup made sure. Because he kept his people in line.
Nah,
he didn't lie. They respected them.
They were respectful. They respectful. They're normal human beings. They didn't come out there. They was just trying to find where the action was.
They was enjoying their time. They got in the video. Right. And everything. They showed love.
Tattoo back. All that. All them shit. And
everybody forget. Cool. At the end of the day, even the gang members don't want to be out here losing their lives and causing trouble.
They're human beings, just like everybody else.
Just like I said, so I was like, even
good people.
They was good people.
Good people stand a chance.
Yeah. So you just get brought into a lifestyle, and that's how you grow up.
Nah,
and
that's
just,
listen. You protect your neighborhood. They're not anything different from what I grew up with.
no different than the police out here doing whatever they do. You know,
Nah, right.
no different than the
Like
politicians.
I got
doing
trust me, I
whatever
could
they
talk stories about that type of shit. But anyway,
but even
so what else you got to ask me, Jay? Like we kind of got off track. That's why
we got off that. So we're going no turning back. Then after no turning back, I think everything was dirty self from there on.
Yeah.
I started. You put me in contact with Nebraska. I got you in contact with Glasses Malone. That whole West Coast, Dirty South, and East Coast.
Yeah, we got an EP. Like we got a lot of records out of Glasses Malone. We got some.
Shout out Glasses.
We were supposed to do some things a lot bigger than what we actually
Vegas.
got the chance
You went to Vegas.
Yeah, we
Corrupt,
went to Vegas.
Exhibit.
Because Corrupt. We went to Vegas with the intention of Corrupt and Exhibit showing up for the video shoot for Glasses Malone. That didn't happen because at the last minute something happened with Exhibit's family. Something I don't know. Like I don't want to really weigh my opinion in on the matter, but regardless of the fact, we end up pulling up with we had the vet. It was just
Dope
us, we was in the vet.
Dope song out there now with the video. Forget the name
Oh
of it
no.
already. Oh no,
Oh no came about because the video for the Exhibit Corrupt and Glasses Malone song didn't happen. That was supposed to happen. Like they had their thing set up. We pulled up to the studio. Me and Brasco sat in the parking lot like gangsters. We in a vet with the top drop in the middle of fucking Las Vegas. We don't know where we at. We don't care where we at. Like, we ain't even got the artillery with us. We just like...
Because you flew in.
Right, we flew in. So we like, all right, you know what, whatever. Whatever happened.
You asked me to come.
Right, we asked you to come, but, things ain't lined up right. But, yeah, we went out there to Vegas. We was in the parking lots where we was told to go to. We got the call late as hell. Glasses was at a certain point. He was like, yo, my bad. Exhibit said something came up with his family. He can't show up. So now we don't get to link with nobody we was supposed to link with. So we like, you know what? We already shot 2 music videos by the time all this happened. Mm-hmm. But, and mind you, we done pulled out the vet, the slingshot. We put all that shit. Because like if you go look at Brasco video, Look at You Now. You go look at Asshole video, you'll see we was outside in them streets in Vegas. We was in them parking decks. We was pulling up with vehicles. We was doing what we were supposed to do. And, Corrupt and Exhibit ain't show up. And that's cool.
And I think at that moment in time, sometime after that video is when I went into depression.
Nah, right.
Yeah,
because a lot of shit was going on. So
and I lost my daughter.
You lost your daughter, so
I went on a hiatus for it was like a year, right?
Nah, longer than that.
So I was not even
2-3 years.
I wasn't even in the game. But then in 2022,
that was 2023 actually.
I moved to Atlanta.
Yeah, when 2023 came, you came to Atlanta. Mm-hmm. That's when we went to Vegas and shot the
it was after video. That, because I wasn't in the right state of mind.
Right, you wasn't in the right state of mind. What's up? So find you something in there to chew on.
Yeah, so I wasn't in the right state of mind, so I couldn't help. I couldn't help nobody at the time, but
right. But we was still handling business. We the movement don't stop.
I still talk to y'all.
Yeah, you was still in tune.
I was just out of it.
We needed you to handle what you needed to handle emotionally, so you could come back to the table full force. And right now, what you're showing me just by being here at my house is a big thing because I wasn't coming outside. Yeah. I don't go outside no more. Like I'm a different person.
I think none of us go outside no more.
Yeah, like I can't this whole it's a lot of corny shit going on in the music business. It's a lot of, you know what I'm saying, weird ass vibes and shit. Like I'm watching old niggas getting dogged out by the young niggas. I'm watching Cam and Dame go at it. I'm watching all these different types of situations, and I'm just like, yo, none of this shit is supposed to happen. But I know what was supposed to happen with us. It was not stopped, but it may have been prolonged due to the circumstances of life.
Yeah. And then I know when I came down here, there was another circumstance, and that's where that whole me and you.
Yeah, well, that's a personal matter. We ain't gonna talk about that on camera.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is, you know,
It was handled.
right.
So
But you know, things is the way they are for a reason. And you know, overall, I look at the way we handle life. Like, there's no other point of ever trying to steer away from what we really trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Which is
what
the
was
music. I don't know, like somebody accepted was trying to.
What they was trying to chime in?
Yeah. But I don't do that.
Nah, bring them in.
Well, I'll do it if they send it again. They could have hit it by accident.
Nah, yeah, I don't want no accidental tours.
Yeah, the accident. But things for all of us.
But we done did, like, yo, listen, things for everybody
Working out better.
Because I walked out of one relationship.
You're married.
I'm married now. I got my children. I got a beautiful place to lay my head where I don't got no confusion, no distractions.
And you're in a
I
better
can work.
situation.
Right. Music vicariously put me in a situation where I make more legal money now than I ever made in my life. Yeah. Like, with legal money, sometimes you be stuck in a job scenario where you'll never really make it. But through music, I met Nebrasco, and through Nebrasco, he put me on to something that I ain't gonna tell y'all about because that's not for y'all to know, but he put me onto a revenue stream that is endless because it ends with the people.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop. So,
and it's legal.
Right, and it's a legal thing. Like, it's very legal for us to do.
It's a job.
And yeah, I don't have to extend. Yeah, I can work from home. I don't have to extend myself out to being out in the world around people that I don't understand or want to deal with.
Is Jay baby?
That's my wife.
Let's see if she'll come up.
She might.
She sent. There she is.
Hello, babe.
Can she hear you?
What's going on? I hear you. I see y'all. What's going on?
We're on YouTube.
Not much. We on YouTube
this is like a
and
backup.
we on TikTok, right?
Oh, okay. I just want to say hi because I'm on my lunch break.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in.
I mean, you know.
His wife's tuning in.
I listened to a little something. So what was your favorite album?
What's your favorite album? That's
My
what she
favorite
asked
album?
Mm-hmm.
It's the album titled after my father that is unreleased. It's called Adele.
Is that releasing soon?
No.
Okay. No,
I'm working on it right now.
He's like, no.
But that contains... No,
This is
listen.
straight no.
Nah, it's not released yet. I just started it. The reason it's not released yet is because it contains the best of me. It contains the song that I wrote to my wife.
Mm-hmm.
It contains a lot of other dope music that explains my life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also my last album. I'm not doing any more public music after that. Like, everything will be geared towards sync licensing and, you know, games, movies, shit like that.
Hosting with me on my podcast?
I mean, I'm...
Make sure I get you host.
Yeah, I might, you know,
For
I might
at least one face to face.
Right, nah, we can do this. Like, we can do this, you know, until I exit the state of Georgia, until you leave to go for your
Florida, start my new life.
Florida and start your new life. Yeah, we can do this. Like, I don't mind being on here. But I've accomplished what I came to do. All I've ever wanted to do was find a woman that I can completely trust. I've done that. I've wanted to be able to be the father that I wanted to be, which is be there for my family while still earning a great wage and able to take care of them. I've done that. And I've done that with the help of Nebrasco, because since I came to Dirty South, I've never had a feeling that I was ever going to sink or go underwater again.
Oh, okay. So who is your top favorite artist you work with?
Saltine Dream. Just kidding. Go on.
My favorite artist to work with? Well, that's a no-brainer. That's Nebrasco, because through Nebrasco, I've worked with everybody that I've ever wanted to work with in my life.
Oh, okay. Well.
No. No, wait.
Oh, wait. No,
Let stop. There is one other artist that I worked with that helped me create something that has nothing to do with music yet, but it is my greatest creation. And that artist is you. And the reason that artist is you is because you helped me create Apollo, who is named after my favorite fictitious boxer ever, Apollo Creed.
The Rocky song,
right.
Apollo
My
Creed.
son is named Apollo because he's my favorite boxer ever. He had the charisma, he had the stamina, he was willing to go, he fought till he died. And that's who I am as a person. I'm going to fight till I die. But the greatest artist I've ever worked with is you, because you helped me create a person that will carry my name on forever and ever, just like DJ will, just like we will. Any other questions?
No.
You're on the stage.
Huh?
Why you ain't text me back?
Oh, you know what?
We're on YouTube asking why you had text.
First of all, I ain't even hear my phone, babe. Like, I swear to God, I didn't hear my phone because I got the earpiece in and everything, but I don't know if it's dead. My phone is right here. People been texting me throughout, but I haven't opened my shit to really, like, look at anything in a minute. And you see this? Blame Jerry.
Blame me. I brought the vodka.
Oh, why don't y'all save me some?
There's some in there.
All right, put the top on it because that shit almost gone.
Almost gone. I think that we'll probably have one more shot and save you some.
Nah, say that. Yeah, put the top on it now.
And the top is on. Okay, I got you with the top.
Yeah, because I don't even need no more. Like, this
He
is
don't
bullshit.
need no more. He don't need no more.
Don't.
I could probably take another shot. He definitely don't need no more.
Nah, fuck that, because you got to drive in a minute.
But I'm going to eat something, so if I...
Nah, that's true.
I'm
That's true.
sober up a little.
Nah, we got to figure
Alright,
something out.
guys, I'm gonna leave y'all. So I can get ready to go back.
What time you go back?
6:01.
She said 6:01. Like
It's 5:44.
So 15 minutes.
Right. You going to finish watching with us? No, you going to finish watching
we're
us
on
while you out
YouTube.
here?
We got like 5 more minutes. Right about this.
On TikTok, maybe. Yeah, and I'm not going to go too much longer because we in the after effects now.
Yeah,
So,
we're at towards the
I told
end.
enough of the story without throwing nobody under the bus, even though I could.
Shoot, I want to throw someone under the bus. I'm going to leave it. Go ahead.
Yes.
I do. What is your dream artist?
Saltine
Like
Dream.
to work with?
Saltine Dream. Let's go. No,
You hear this nigga. Unfortunately, my dream artist has no longer been a part of our living society.
Who is it?
Prince.
Prince. Oh,
I would have
know
loved to
Prince.
do something with Prince because for
Shout
him
out
to
Prince.
be an androgynous
He wore
purple.
purple rain.
Right,
We go with
Purple
the
Rain,
purple.
nigga.
Purple. Shout out Prince.
Nah, like, cause for real, like, Prince was an arrogant son bitch, and I would have loved to just been able to craft a record that would have got to the ladies. Cause, you know, I like crafting songs that touch people's soul. I didn't want to do none of that freaky shit he was talking about, but I would have definitely loved to touch on a song that was emotional and, you know, heartfelt and shit like that, cause I know he could have tapped in. Michael, I would have loved to rock with him too, but at the same token, I don't know, like, to me, Michael's number one, Prince was a close number two, and I would have just liked to have at least got as high as working with Prince.
But as for the living artist, it's Saltine Dream.
Okay. Oh, and I'm bringing a little Frank home.
A what?
A hot dog? Did she say a Frank?
No, a friend.
Oh.
His name's Jake.
Oh, you bringing Jake home today?
Yeah.
Because you got to go get SJ, right?
No, that's Momo.
Huh?
Jake is in the car with me.
Who the fuck is Jake then?
I'm gonna show you who Jake is. Hold on.
Is Jake from State Farm?
Yeah.
State Farm. Jake
Hold
from
on.
State Farm.
I think I need my glasses for this because this is some bullshit.
Jake, there it is. Is that a dog?
Oh.
What is that?
That is a
panda?
It's a bear.
Are you bringing a bear home? You got a bear pet. Go ahead.
Oh no, that's nice. That's nice. I can deal with that. Look at me with my glasses on. Y'all see that shit?
Yeah, he's blind. Chat, he's blind.
That's all right though.
This is going to take probably 2 days to upload.
Listen, I'm 49. Remember that.
I'm still younger than you.
Right.
By a year, but I'm still younger.
Right, but my experiences are priceless. I haven't even told the whole story. I just gave you paraphrasing.
We may come back for a second interview.
I mean, listen, you
Before
might
I
have
move.
to.
Before
You might
I
have
move.
to, because this shit is juicy, nigga. I ain't even get to tell you about how Cap 1 fucked my baby mama. But that's another
I
story.
want to hear it.
We're going to tell that the next one. So tune in to the next fucking baby mama story. I don't know. Like
I'll be there.
the fucking baby mama story. I don't know. But, you know, we'll get into other things and the juiciness of Cap 1, Cal Dawson. Because there was a bunch of other stories we didn't tell.
Right.
Fake Murder Inc. people, stuff like that. So there's a lot of stuff we didn't tell on here. But next one, we'll make it a little more juicier about the bullshit that happened.
You see my face, y'all. I'm just looking away like, oh Lord.
Having me with the bullshit, because I used to call Billy on the bullshit.
Nah, listen. I
Like-
try to stay calm in all cases.
I'm
but
like, Billy, I think I need to handle this. Billy's like, Saltine, stay at home. I was like, but I know where he lives. Saltine,
I don't give a
stay
fuck.
home.
I don't give a
stay
fuck.
home.
But yeah, man, this shit.
But we have a lot of juicier stories then.
I kept this one pretty decent, but you know, I got a lot of crazy background stories. Like, you know, I got my stories about how Tom Murray of Imbibe, who manages Lisa Ray, he tried to shoot me in the chest with a pump shotgun. I got my stories about how I ran up in his backyard, which caused him to want to shoot me with the shotgun, and he got knocked out because of it. And, you know, I got stories about, you know, watching Fatal get chased off in a limo.
I got stories about Dipset punking people.
Yeah, but nah, I hung out with them. They're actually some cool guys.
But they
like,
was punking someone who deserved to be punked, but that's a whole
listen,
other
I don't know
story.
about that. I know Dipset, they're great. They're good guys.
Yeah, they're nice
Jiles
guys.
and Cam is good guys. I met
Cam is
Dame that
cool.
night. Everybody was cool. Like, I don't understand. Like, that's why when I see a lot of the shit that's going on, like when the night I met Dame, Dame was mourning Aaliyah. And he was trying to overindulge. He had like 2 chicks with him. He was high
Rest
as
in
shit
peace,
off the
Aaliyah.
weed. Yeah. Like, that's the only night I
Aaliyah,
ever seen
rest in
Dame in
peace.
person. But I know people that work with him that been, you know, working with him throughout his reascent. You know, when he had the gallery over there in New York. I know people that worked with him through the DD 117 situation and his graduation to America New and all that shit. Like, I seen it. You know what I'm saying?
And shout out to Billy being for me when I first moved to Atlanta to host 5 months of drama that I went through.
Right. I mean, listen.
And even the video shoot was drama with a security guard. That's a whole other story too. When we were at the Atlanta Braves Stadium.
Right.
So-
Where is that video? Have we
need to redo it. Because we got footage, but we need to redo it. The Gone with the Wind video.
stock footage.
Yeah,
because we'll never get those. Listen, Pup.
We had my
doing
dog
whatever-
in it. My dog was in it.
Pup doing whatever he doing. We need to take that footage, grab some stock footage, whatever we need to
And just
figure
flip
it
it.
out and just figure it and flip it and get it
Gone
out
with the
there.
Wind. Shout out Gone with the Wind.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite joints actually. I
And
was
the
on some
video,
different shit.
the video was coming out good, but then we went to Atlanta Braves Stadium. It was coming out good till the security guard had a stick up
Officer Picklestein ass
his
nigga.
ass. He had a stick up his ass and was being rude. He
Right.
could have let us shoot the video. We wasn't bothering nobody.
But for the most part, yeah. Now I'm in the sunset of my life, and I'm kind of happy with the way things turned out. Like, I'm still working to make things
Wait,
better.
when you say kinda, what do you mean kinda?
Well, I mean, naturally, I would want to be able to be in a position where my finances are in such a place where I don't really have to do anything.
You
I
make
hate
money
the
while
fact,
sleep.
yeah, like I could make money while I sleep, you know, which I still do in a sense because I got the music moving, and then I got, you know, the other business that I work with, you know, day in and day out, and then, you know, I just wish I had more going on, but I didn't push that hard to make those things that I wanted to make happen because I didn't understand. I didn't understand the tools that I had at my fingertips. Like when I first started out on Facebook, nobody was doing what I was doing and putting it out there in the public. And like all this like booty clapping and all this bullshit, I was doing that
Welcome
shit
back,
on Facebook
Via.
for a long time.
This is a long interview. I think we've been on here 3 hours.
Probably.
Yeah, we've been
But I got a
on
lot
here
to
3
talk
long.
about. I told you that though. Like I told
and
you.
we kept getting into stuff.
Yeah.
And there's some stuff we didn't talk about. But we'll come back to
Part two it.
Yeah,
We'll
part two.
it.
There'll be we're gonna talk about the bullshit in part 2. So there's gonna be a lot of.
That's gonna be the real.
That's gonna be
juicy
the stuff that happened with where you went through.
Yeah, I mean, we
And
can talk about Cap 1. We
Cap
can talk
1,
about
Cal Dawson.
Cal Dawson. We could talk
Murder,
about
Inc.
Maya. We could talk about
BMF.
Undaughter. Because I had a story about Maya and Lance Rivera's daughter when I first met them. Like, a lot of shit. Like, you know, my homeboy who, I know stories about my boy that managed,
me and him will do
a lot of different artists.
Me and him will talk about what me and him went through. He went through his stuff, I went through my stuff, and there's some stuff we went through together that we know about each other. So
Nah, listen, I got shit that people definitely want to know about. Like, I could talk about Jimmy Henchman and a lot of different like scenarios.
I could
that
talk
tie into
about
that
I could
Tupac
talk
shit.
about True L.
Oh,
That,
True Life.
True Life, that's a whole other situation.
I mean, yeah, you know. Listen, man.
We could talk about my artists I used to have. Besides,
I could talk about
Lady
Rob
V.
Curry and Day 26 and how I ain't never get a chance to meet this nigga even though we was doing a tour together. And I'm trying to figure out how the fuck that even worked.
Yeah, everything happens for a reason. So when people get put in situations,
I end up in Miami on 2 days' notice. Like, yo, I swear to God, it was shit that was happening.
Speaking
that was
about
crazy.
you ending up in Miami,
Ended up throwing somebody out while we was on the road on that Miami trip. Like, yo, shit was crazy.
Shit, I remember I went to the Fabulous thing. I talked to Fabulous. He was telling them the promoters didn't pay him, so he left the tour.
I would have left too.
I was rolling.
He
He's
was
like,
smart.
I was laughing. He's like, yeah, and I could talk about the times I've been in tours. I could talk about who I worked with and shit. There's a lot of stuff that's out there, but I want to shout out everybody, positive and negative, I work with. Because even though there was some negative people I work with, there was some positive things that came out the negative.
Right.
And that's what a lot of people don't know. So everything ain't about shit talking. Like,
music still put me on the
music still-
path
yeah,
to make
so
my life great.
Even people,
Even though I didn't go to
Yeah.
the heights that I wanted to go musically.
yeah, and
I
even,
ain't never won a Grammy. But I worked with Grammy winners. I
Yeah.
grew up with Grammy winners.
shout out
like,
Rod Digger.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shout out Eminem. Eminem, you got that song with Eminem and Red Room.
I got Busta Rhymes.
Busta Rhymes. Exhibit. Snoop.
Like, I could talk about artists for days that I got songs with.
And
But
everybody,
a lot of that shit, like, I'm gonna shout out the people that I actually got to share space with, conversation with. Like, you know, I shout out
Saltine
Glasses
Dream.
Malone, Saltine Dream, put me in contact with Glasses Malone.
Nebraska.
Nebrasco, you know what I'm saying? He put me in contact with artists like John LeCompte from Evanescence.
The Outlaws.
Heath Hyman from Egypt Central, Daniel Dwight from Saving Abel. Like, I've been around a lot of different seasoned artists.
Tupac and Outlaws.
Yeah, I mean, but we fought them niggas growing up. Like,
Yeah.
that, I still ain't even told the whole story about that, because it was one night I almost died, because this one nigga named Corey wanted to do some bullshit fucking with one of the Montclair niggas' females, and I got caught up in a fucking fight where it was like 30 of these Montclair niggas jumping 3 niggas, and it was crazy.
I just want to shout out some people because I was like a lot of beef.
I'm not shouting out nobody right now. You got me in
I
my
get that.
feelings.
But a lot of beef was squashed because there was a lot of people I got along with from the era that I had beef. But most of the times that my beef ended up with, it was because of pride and over females. Like back then, like my beefs were just weird. I had some dude call me up talking about, you got to bow down to Columbia Point because I was messing with his baby mama and he going to tell me to call, pick her up. But like that beef was squashed and everything. And I did videos with them and everything. It'd be weird stuff that we'd be beefing over.
Man, listen. I got a guy that been hating on me for 16 years.
That is sad. At least I didn't have that one longer.
He's still talking about. I've been out of Jersey for fucking 13 years, bro. Dude still running around talking about me. I heard from my big homie, my boy Tango, older brother Jadir. I heard a story. I'm like, yo, y'all niggas still talking about the dumb shit, like for real?
16 years later, you're grown now.
Years, like 13. Like, no, I'll give it 13 years because shit happened 13 years ago. But I'm like,
still grown.
Nigga, we've grown so much in 13 years. Y'all still talking about that? Y'all really must be on my dick.
I still got.
I should get paid for how many people been on my dick for so long.
Yeah, I mean, I still like true life.
Guys, I'm going back.
Okay,
right,
babe,
later.
I love you.
All right, love you too.
See you soon.
But I
Bye.
I still got person True Life still argues with me over something that happened 15 years ago.
True Life? You talking about Lower East Side True Life?
No, True L from Boston. He's part of Dipset, Jim Hellrell.
First of all, hold on.
He's from Boston. He's not like big.
You're not Dipset.
Yeah.
Nobody
Dipset.
from Boston. You claiming Dipset,
because
and they
cool
not claiming you.
Yeah.
So we don't even. You're not valid.
Yeah.
Your thing is not valid. Let's start there. Like
that was funny as hell.
You might be an affiliate. Let's call you a Dipset affiliate.
Yeah.
Like, are you part of Max B's crew?
No.
Cause Mel murders, like, you know,
Mel.
niggas fuck with Jersey. Like, I'm a Jersey nigga. I met Jim Jones. I met Jiles Santana. I've been in this nigga house.
Mm-hmm.
Right there in Bergenfield. It was like a store in the front and like they had Rolls Royces and shit in the back. It was crazy. You know, nigga's house smelled like dog shit because he had a bunch of fucking pit bulls and shit. Like, right. But it was a dope spot to be in. Like, if you was coming to the studio, you came in, you smelled the dog shit, you knew they had pit bulls. Jim Jones and them, they had the studio. I think the nigga Blackout was working the boards. You know what I'm saying? Like, I met niggas. Like, I've been around niggas. Like, I've been around this music shit for real. I've been around Grammy winners. I've worked and produced and got work with Grammy winners and niggas who've been in great positions. And I'm a nigga that was, you know, supposed to be in a great position. But
life happens.
Yeah. Whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call it.
But anyway, let me get going out this podcast. We've been on it for 3 hours. There will be a part 2 before I move to Florida. This way we can do it in person again. Right. I mean, I have no problem traveling to other states, but it's just time permitting and time prevailing.
Well, listen, he's never going to stop being my friend.
Yeah.
That's impossible. So at the end of the day, whether we do it via satellite or
I drive 6
he
hours.
Drives 6 hours, we'll get another part 2, and I'll discuss all the juicy parts. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I've been wanting to get a lot of shit off my chest anyway.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot of shit I need to get off my chest. So I may have Billy interview me a little during one of my podcasts too. Because I don't really tell my story. I usually get everybody else.
Shout out to the mad rapper, D. Angeletti. Shout out to Tracy Lee. Fierce.
Who else?
Those are people who are part of my history that, you know, I ain't even get a chance to throw them in the story.
Mm-hmm.
Coptic. Yeah, but we could, you know.
We could go on for days.
Yeah, like, I got too much shit going on. I've been fucking with rap.
I want to shout out everybody that...
Shout out to everybody that tuned in.
Yeah.
You know, Billy Dollaz. You can find me on any platform. BILLYDOLLAZ.
Official Billy Dollaz. You may have to put the official on there.
Yeah, YouTube, Facebook. The real Billy Dollaz is Facebook, but everything else is official.
TikTok is regular Billy Dollaz.
Nah, TikTok is official Billy Dollaz, actually.
Well, you can also find them on my page.
Right.
Or in my chat.
Just go look me up. Because I'm a cool dude to talk to. I got some fun
Apple
shit.
Music, Spotify.
Yeah. You can go look at the movie Brick City Boys. I consulted on Sex, Money, and You Already Know by the late Hakeem Johnson from Newark. I'm not going to shout him out.
I'm not going to shout him out.
Because I didn't know him like that. And then, you know, it's a lot of... they said he was a rat, whatever. But whatever.
And shout out to everyone who showed me love on TikTok, sending gifts while I wasn't paying attention to y'all. But I'll go back into the, you know, and I'll see who sent me stuff. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in on TikTok too. But if you're on TikTok, follow my YouTube because that's where the main stuff will be on and the replays will be on. I'm not gonna replay it on TikTok. It's too much work. But I'll post some clips on TikTok.
Right.
So we'll get to that. We'll post some. And this was the longest podcast we did. Usually it's an hour and a half. This one lasted 3 hours. So
I told him my answers was long-winded.
Yeah. But we'll be back, for a part 2 because we need a part. I mean, a lot of people got a part 2 coming out. But also want to shout out.
I'm going to give y'all a minute to digest what I'm saying to you on this one, and hopefully y'all grab interest on something that shows a topic. But yeah.
And
it's about to get real groovy from here.
And next week, which is September 28th, shout out to Bay Holler, Boz, Cypher. I'm going to be interviewing them, but I'll be sending them a link. But you'll see them on here. It's a group of females who are doing their thing in Boston. I think there's 4 of them. But I know Bay Holler, so that's the one who runs it. But there'll be a bunch of interviews. Then the week after that, I got Main T. Main T does my beats. He also did beats for celebrities.
My nigga.
Shout out. He did the bounce that ass
Bounce
beat.
that ass.
Bounce that asshole. Just kidding. He did that beat. He did. He also worked with Benzino, so he's part of that era. And then the week after that, shout out Hood Price. Changed his life around. Now he's into politics. And then Billy Dollaz. We'll get back to him. So we got a lot of stuff coming up. So always tune in to Warrior Podcast. I did that in memory of my daughter because she was a hot warrior. That's how I get the name of Warrior Podcast. So I did rebrand.
We rebranded the dub for the West Coast to Warrior Podcast.
Yep. So we changed. At a point in your life, you got to change your life around. So you got to turn things around and try to do positive stuff. I mean, you're going to always have some negative stuff that happens. I mean, negative stuff does turn into positive stuff, so we always talk about that. But shout out for Billy Dollaz for having me over and being on his podcast. I'm going to finish getting wasted. You won't see that part. I'm going to get something to eat. And this is going to be uploaded, so yeah, share it to people. Motherfuckers, we love y'all for tuning in, motherfucker. My birthday. Happy birthday, September 28th. That's your birthday? Well, I'll be on live your birthday too. Happy birthday, Via. And thank you. And Via, I appreciate you always coming into not only TikTok, you're always in here on my YouTube. You're always supporting me, so that's something I'm always going to appreciate.
You talking about DAVI?
Yeah, DA. You know, I battle her, so you always see her. So, and then she's always in my podcast, so you got to support that.
I just followed her on Instagram the other day. Nah, she always been on my Instagram. I mean, on my TikTok, but I just followed her. Community, man. We need to make a community. You know, let's keep it going.
Billy is not going to let me leave right away. You're going to make sure I'm sober.
Absolutely. No, this is my brother. I'm not going to let him
I'll
leave.
probably leave like in 2 hours or something.
I got some mozzarella sticks I'm about to throw on this nigga real quick. You know what I'm saying? We about to eat something highly breaded material.
Yeah, and if you're on TikTok, I'll be on later today, probably vibing and doing battles, and then I'll make my $2 to feed the homeless saltine today. Just kidding. I'm playing.
Stupid.
All right, then. I'm about to be out. Peace.